jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back
What's good, everyone? Happy Friday. Salute from WCS to all the supporters. What is good, man? It's the weekend. It's the motherfucking weekend, shouty. You already know, man. Shout out to Big Blunts and Boxing. What's good? Finally, some real boxing talk. What's good? Appreciate you. Salute, OG. How you feeling? Salute to you, OG, man. How you feeling, man? You know what I'm saying? How you and the family? You know what I'm saying? How's everything going? Hopefully everyone is doing great. You know what I'm saying? I know what it's like not to sit up here and tell no damn stories like I'm on the porch and shit in the rocking chair, you know, but I know what that is. Real talk. I know, man, it takes time, work, effort, repeat. Shoot. And man, it takes a lot of love. Real talk, man. It takes a lot of love, but salute to everyone that's in the building, man. We have a situation that always come out like after it's been passed, especially with topics like this, dealing with Trey Songz and shit. But I gotta first give a big shout out to the Hot Grease Chronicles EP 49, 2022. Terrence Bud Crawford was invited, you know what I'm saying? Special invite from the man himself, the legend, Curtis Jackson, aka 50 Cent, out to the tycoon gathering where he has this, special gathering or event every year. So if you wasn't tuned in last year, Trey Songz wrecked an expensive car. You know what I'm saying? No telling what this dude got going on. I was never a Trey Songz fan, to be honest. I'm just being honest, y'all. I was never a Trey Songz fan. I always knew something was goddamn them pretty niggas, man. I'm telling you, man, I knew something always, strange and different about this dude. Well, he's been banned from attending 50 Cent's tycoon gathering as we know it. All right. And the deal is, how you go to these certain parties, not everybody in the party. It's just the average Joe. 50 Cent is inviting the who's who. You know what I'm saying? No matter what it is, the industry, celebrity, he invite the who's who. Not everybody, but the ones who there are somebody. You know what I'm saying? Somebody special. So it's been known that, Trey Songz is a part of the trouble gang. It's not his first time. If he has situations, he's had situations outside of this event in his own personal life where women was accusing him of sexual, inappropriate behavior, sexual assault, whatever, allegedly. And he's been going through that situation. So dude has some issues that he's fighting off those demons or whatever. And them demons keep on winning. But it was one person inside, where they were inside the festivities that was all about being on the demon time with Trey Songz From what I heard, Trey Songz was in there and he had some issues with some people. I'm not sure if it's true if he had the damn space odyssey, as people saying they said he swung on Jay Prince, not Jay Prince, but Mike Prince, something like that. I cannot confirm or deny, but look, in Trey Songz' defense, I'm gonna assume that dude's much smarter than that. In Houston, no, mm-mm. Hell no. I'm going to assume Trey Songz is much smarter individual than that. So I'm gonna bypass that and leave that alone. But another person that somehow, some way had a problem. You know what I'm saying? He had a serious problem. You know, because he's in a sport that he already participates in valiente, and that ain't even a word. He participated in violence. You know what I'm saying? Terrence Bud Crawford pretty much was volunteering to be on that demon time. Trey was up there acting a fool. Somebody on some other channel vouched for Trey Songz having hands. And I'm like, man, stop the madness. Y'all must be lost your motherfucking mind. You gonna vouch for Trey Songz having hands against Crawford? This is not a boxing match, dog. This is gonna be reach out and touch somebody by all means necessary. It's not gonna be no boxing match, man. For real. The one concern that I would say that Terrence Crawford would have had to take in consideration is that Trey Songz would have tried to, scratch him in the eyes or something. Them pretty dudes, they probably have long fingernails, and Trey might try to rake his fingernails across Crawford's eyes, knowing he got he's pinning another knockout win, in the near future. So he wanted to, have him sit that out. So both him and Smith can have an eye injury. That's what I was just thinking. You know what I'm saying? I was just really trying to put some thoughts together. But Bud Crawford invited Trey Songz back to a room. He pretty much invited him for the fade. Don't be going at everybody else out here. Me and you can go right back here, close the door, and we can handle it. That would have been simple. You know what I'm saying? That would have been simple. But we all know it probably would have been something like this. You know what I'm saying? It probably would have looked something like this. Because once that door closed, Crawford would have gave him that look he gave Jose Benavidez when he came up for the face-off. Crawford came out the motherfucking shadows, dog. And the only thing you could see is the white of his eyes, dog. Look, he was ready to go. Crawford was on go time, dog. He was on go time with freaking Trey Songz. Trey Songz, man, he's taller than Crawford. That's about it. But, we're talking about a man who I've said before, who's an all-around athlete, who's much stronger than people credit him for, rather. People give him credit for. And it would have been all bad. It would have been all bad. It would have been a body. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad out of this particular situation, I'm glad Trey Songz did not make any type of sudden movement as if he was looking to attend that particular area Crawford was inviting him to. I'm glad he was smart enough not to enter. You know what I'm saying? This wasn't a moment where he needed do not enter signs. He didn't go back there. You know what I'm saying? Thank God for that. Because I don't think Trey Songz would have been able to hit another note the way he would like. His career probably would have been over. Now, granted, we would have heard some screaming coming out the back room, though. You know what I'm saying? Because we know Trey Songz can hit them high notes. It would have been some screaming come out back there, but then 50 would have, said, okay, that's enough, bud. Damn. You didn't have to do him like that. Hey, Trey, you got to leave, man. You banned. You always coming here causing trouble, man. You banned. I can't have you up here because you about to get your ass. You about to have your entire career canceled. You know what I'm saying? After Crawford finished punching you in the trachea. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna never be able to hit a note the right way again. So, 50 came back there, snatched Trey Songz up by the collar and said, man, hey, security, escort this dude out. You know what I'm saying? Escort him out. He's no longer welcome. He's banned. You know what I'm saying? And for Crawford, Crawford was pretty much doing what he should have done, man. He didn't throw any hands, but he gave him the proper etiquette, y'all. Crawford pretty much provided an invitation for Trey Songz to settle whatever grievance that he had by the only way he know how. Come back in this room and we can get the fade. That's it. That's what it is, man. There's nothing more. No, come back here. Don't no, stop talking so much out here. All you have to do is come back here, just me and you. I don't need no security, just me and you. And then we can handle it from there. That's all. It's simple. Sure hope Trey Songz ain't do no dumb ass shit like that. Yeah, man. They say Trey always be out there fucking shit up, dog. He had a problem with certain individuals, talking to the women or whatever. I can't tell you, man. You know how it is up in the industry. You never know what that dude on. Is he sober? I have no idea, man. D-Ray Promotions on deck. Salute to you. They must not have seen Bud Crawford versus Gary Russell Jr. Hey, man. What'd he say? What Bud? He said, man, I'll break your back. So if he told Gary Russell that, man, what do you think he told Trey Songz? He probably told Trey Songz, dude, fuck all the singing, because that's what you're doing right now. Accept my invitation so I can change your life for the better. Because as a lot of us is growing up, man, if you're from the era close to where I was born, our relatives used to beat. Our relatives used to beat the stupidity out of you. Maybe Terrence Crawford could have beat that ignorance out of Trey Songz. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he could have beat him into being a positive individual and stop fucking up so much. Dude, a lot of people want to be where you at, but you out here fucking up, taking advantage of the situation. You know what I'm saying? Browbeating women, all that shit. Maybe Crawford, if he, punched him in the right places in his jawbone and shit, in his temple. You know what I'm saying? Did some little kid shit. Turn him around, pop him in the back of the head back and forth. Turn him back around, slap him in the mouth. Turn him back around, pop him in the back of the head. Turn him back around and grab him. You know how you used to grab somebody by their face? They call it the U grip. You put that U and put their chin in the damn crease of your thumb. Say, listen here, you jive turkey. You sucker. You bring your punk ass around here again, I'll beat the black off you. You understand me, sucker? Take your punk ass out there, and you don't want to see your ass around here again. You understand me, sucker? Get him out of here. Get his ass out of here. Be slapping him around like a dog. Pop. Slap him in the back of the head. Turn around, slap him in the mouth. He could have somehow, some way turned Trey Songz into a positive individual. If Trey will only just cross over into the room and, get that mediation. But Trey Songz ducked the smoke. Trey didn't want the mediation. He said, fuck that. That's just too much for me to deal with. I'm a pretty boy. I like goddamn putting hands on women. Because anybody that was out there, you know damn well, when you see the pretty dude, most of the time, they out there putting hands on women instead of men. Seriously. I'm not saying they can't put hands on a man, but most of the time they beating up women. Seriously, that's just the way it goes, man. Trey Songz, he seemed to have some other shit going on internally. He has some baggage that he's carrying around with him. And we don't know what to put it on because he's not a fighter. So I can't put it on CTE, but something's going on with that dude. But he might have been able to reverse that shit if he would have went back there with Crawford. He maybe could have reversed that damn damage that he got up top. You know, humiliation will do a lot, dog. I don't know. But Crawford was the right person, definitely, to be in that moment and give him the invite. He was the right person. That would have been a nice little warm up. You know what I'm saying? A nice little warm up, you know, for him on his leisure time. You know, stay in shape, burn. Let me see. Whooping Trey Songz, it probably would have took him about, he probably would have burned off like 5 calories, 4 or 5 calories. You know what I'm saying? So he would have been on weight. He would have still been on weight. You know what I'm saying? To reach his goal. So he would have burned off like 4 or 5 calories, something like that. And he would have changed Trey Songz' life. Real talk. Yeah. Yeah. Stop. Andrew Charles, what's good with it? Salute to you. When and where this almost went down. It was at the Tycoon gathering. That's, you know, invite only, that 50 Cent. He pretty much put that on every year. You have to be invited to that. You and I don't think we'll be able to go there. Just, you know, if I even showed up with a camera and say, hey, I want to do some, nah. But this was in Houston, Texas. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it was a 50 Cent Tycoon festivity. So let me most of what I pulled up, once again, I must address it, right? Most of the information that I pulled up is just individuals on the YTC talking about what Terrence Crawford was about to do or what he wanted to do with Trey Songz. I haven't too much, because I like to validate 2 or 3. I haven't really seen articles out there with Terrence Crawford name attached to it that's saying that Trey Songz wanted to go at him, or Trey Songz was trying to, you know, push everybody away so he can go ahead and get that fade. No, that wasn't the case at all. That wasn't the case at all. You know, from what I heard, that he was disrespecting the women, and somehow, you know, him and Crawford started jarring back and forth, allegedly. And Crawford's like, you know, hey, come back in this room. It could just be me and you. Come back in this room. We can catch this fade. We'd be good. You know what I'm saying? But he was taken out, escorted out the party by security, I think. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure 50 Cent didn't scored him out. It's his shit. That's a little tacky. You up here paying security, and then, you know, you end up being security. So I'm pretty sure 50 had right people in there. We talking about 50 now. We talking about the guy who was trying to throw chairs out at a overzealous fan, and neither chair made it outside the restaurant. You know, so with 50, he ain't all about doing too much moving. So he got a security probably to escort, you know, Trey out the front door and send him about his way. It ain't no big deal though. You know what I'm saying? So, for real, rearranged conference tables up in there. For real. I don't know. Look, this is 50 Cent's gathering. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think it was no conference tables up in there. I think it was, you know, some round glass table, you know, some elegant type shit. You know, the big chandeliers. It was one of those gatherings. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get thrown through one of those glass tables, you're gonna feel that shit. So, you know, it's 50 Cent doing this. Pretty sure it was elegance all the way around, man. You know, who's you can see. You know, shit like that. I mean, we are talking about, you know, one of the moguls that's out there. But that's all I had to say about Trey Songz. Shout out to Team Crawford, you know, for saving a life. Seriously. Shout out to Team Crawford for saving a life. I appreciate that, man. Because you saved Trey Songz' life, because he would have been different if you would have put those hands on him. And then, you know, as we wait on the preamble for this fight announcement, it would have been a nice little you know, asterisk, you know, getting a knockout before he go in there and get the 7th official knockout on his record. You know what I'm saying? He could have got like a nightlife knockout. You know what I'm saying? Get a KO and put that asterisk up there. on his the right side where he has the the left side where he had the knockouts at. Put a little asterisk out there before he go in there and get his number 7 in the welterweight division. You feel me? Let's talk about something that's been like rampaging through YouTube. I'm just gonna get my take on it. The Devin Haney Gervonta Davis situation. Don't fall for the okie doke again. I'm just gonna be honest with myself first and foremost. And y'all, it's up to y'all to be honest with whoever, that you see in the mirror. Gervonta Davis and Devin Haney situation. There's no way the fight can be made right now, period. Okay? Let's get that straight. Today, tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, the shit can't be made. So let's just erase that out. The fight can't be made. So let's start just talking about the possibilities, theoretically, hypothetically, and all this other shit, right? Devin has a contractual assignment to take care of. There's no way he can, like I said, in October turn around and do any of that. It have to be in 2023. But I want to address all of a sudden, people are insinuating or claiming that Gervonta Davis is ducking Gervonta Davis is ducking Devin Haney, right? That's the most foolish, idiotic thing that you can say out your mouth. He isn't built that way. Come on, man. Have y'all not seen enough hitters that Gervonta has been in there with to know that he is not sitting up here ducking Devin Haney? Let me reinforce this shit to you all. What is boxing? Boxing is a business. Now, if you look at the business aspect between both of these fighters, what do you see? You see one fighter that's looking and hoping to be on a pay-per-view and have more fights. That's higher notoriety than Kambosos. All right. Even though it was climactic, he got the belts. Salute to Devin. But Gervonta Davis is pay-per-view. Gervonta Davis is headlining pay-per-view. Now, say whatever you want to say, right? Call his belt whatever. But you cannot blame the fighter for the belt that Gervonta Davis has, because Gervonta did everything that boxing allowed him to do per the policies and everything that they have in place. Gervonta only followed those instructions. And if in those instructions said that he can fight for a belt called the WBA regular, and it's a secondary belt, and you consider the world champion by holding that belt, guess what? I go back to what I always say. Let's not sit up here and be so angry about the franchise belt. Let's not be so angry. Because look what the WBA is doing, and people seem not to pay attention to it. But yet, people want to look at Gervonta Davis and say, well, it's all about the belts he don't have. But he said it. Gervonta said it. He said, I'm making more money. You remember when Teofimo and Devin used to go back and forth about who makes more money? It used to be back and forth. I make more money. I'm making more money. But Gervonta is in a lane all by himself. Tank is over there all by himself, man. Like, he's not on the battlefield solo, but boxing is a business, man. Tank is about the business, along with Floyd Mayweather, making sure the business is right. They're not doing what Gervonta Tank Davis is doing. T.O.'s not doing that. Devin's not doing that. You can say whatever you want about the belts, and I always tell you, blame and point the finger at the sport. The individuals that's in charge of making these decisions and doing the checks and balances, blame them. Don't sit up here and point the finger in Tank's direction as if he doesn't know he can go up here and win this belt. You know what I'm saying? He can go up here and fight for a vacant title his first fight in the division and win and pick up another division. He can go up there and fight Mario Barrios, who doesn't have no so-called significant belts, beat him and pick up a third division. Those divisions are going down and carrying forward to every division he goes up after that. If he goes up a division, which would be 147, come back down to 140, or come back down to 135 or 130, he has already earned a championship at 130, 135, 140. You can't change it. You can't change it, bro. Big Blunts and Boxing say, this is exactly why I said, finally, real boxing talk. Real boxing talk sounded dumb as hell today. I couldn't listen for more than 90 seconds. They shitted on Tank ignorantly. Listen, man. When people affiliate themselves with certain individuals, the narrative is always going to be what all of them. See, I can't really say that I've ever in life acclimated to the sheep mentality, right? But on this YouTube shit, it's a lot of sheep mentality going on. And for them to say, okay, by affiliation, and I want to support Devin Haney. Okay, cool. I don't blame Bill for what he's doing. Bill is a hustler. Bill is a grinder. Bill is out here in these YouTube streets. Period. That's what Bill does. Man put in some work. But Devin is not doing what Gervonta is doing. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I've been at Gervonta Davis' fight. One of them that I drove from the ATL all the way up. From the ATL all the way up to Baltimore, 12 hours. And he wasn't even fighting nobody crazy. He was fighting Ricardo Nunez, man. Yuriorkis Gamboa was on that fight. It wasn't a heavy card. Once again, Gervonta excited. Gervonta wowed the crowd. Gervonta put on a show. Tank went in there and goddamn under the bright lights. That's where he's at with it, bro. Him backflipping off the rope. You know what I'm saying? Him backflipping down here in the A off the rope. Dude is excitement. You can't say anything else about it. Now the separation comes into play. You look at the quantity of belts that Devin Haney has, which they seem to not want to give him full respect for. Why? Because before he got the belts, they was trying to drown them out and say his belt wasn't shit. He goes over there and easily defeat Kambosos. Then as Kambosos ain't shit, never been shit. He had 2 splits heading into the damn mandatory with T.O. Yeah, he beat T.O., but per the doctor's records, he wasn't healthy. So really, if T.O. was healthy and looked the way he did in his last fight, Kambosos wouldn't have beat him. But then you get the belts and you tied into a contract that's very minuscule revenue to make for a fight of that magnitude. You got to go back over there to Australia and pull it off for a second time. I haven't seen Gervonta in a situation like that, right? For one, when I say situation, I'm not talking about fighting for the titles. I'm talking about being signed on to a big fight of that magnitude and not getting paid what it's worth just for the moment. And like I said, I got a percentage of respect for the Haneys for going over there doing that. I can't sit up here and retract and recant my shit and shit on Devin Haney, or even give criticism like I did before he really started the fight outside of Yuriorkis Gamboa. I was one of the ones who criticized his record as being mediocre. Now that he's went over here and took all the criticism, Mauricio Suleiman pretty much wanted to rename Devin Haney's belt and all the other shit. He finally gets the title, but people are forgetting that boxing is a business. Gervonta Davis is selling way more tickets than Devin Haney. Period. Can't nobody debate that shit with me. You ain't gonna tell me that when I go to a Gervonta Davis fight, I'm gonna get that same energy, that electricity that I'm getting at a Devin Haney fight. Now you have to understand one thing. They always break it down per the resume. But I'm gonna tell you, if you are an exciting fighter, like you got people out here that say that Mike Tyson didn't fight nobody. Seriously. They say when Mike Tyson stepped up his opposition to the big names, he couldn't get it done. But what Mike Tyson is known for is his what? Knockouts. It didn't give a fuck who they were. They was just waiting for it to happen. The condemnation is imminent. When? Pow! I mean, that's what they was waiting on. Gervonta Davis is in that same situation. People are going to look at his resume and look at the people that he's putting to sleep, and they're going to know, okay, I just can't wait for the next one. You know what I'm saying? Look how he brought the crowd that never left, because they know he can't knock out everybody. He can't knock out everybody. Think about Bone Crusher. Wasn't he the first one to go the distance with Mike Tyson in a championship fight? Did that deter people from thinking that Mike Tyson was absolutely a mercenary when it came to them trying to decapitate his opposition? No. With Gervonta Davis, they still know that he's capable of going in there and knocking out the bigger guy. Just because he went the distance with Isaac Cruz says nothing. I know people want Isaac Cruz to be in there and be able to get a rematch with Tank, but I'm gonna tell you, if Tank goes into a rematch with Isaac Cruz, it's gonna be easier than the first one. Boxing is a business where you can take the amount of belts, but man, when it comes to numbers, when you know how they say numbers don't lie, boxing is a business. What is that business based off of? Numbers. That can be many of things. It can be a myriad of things. It can be the butts in the seats. It can be how many divisions you have. With every division, you have to have a championship. So you have to include that in there. And also those numbers can absolutely display how many fights and how much experience that you have. How many losses do you have? I mean, it can be a myriad of branches that's producing that fruit when it comes to the numbers to say so-and-so is better than him. At this point in time, Gervonta is doing more than Devin Haney when it comes to the entertainment value. Period. It doesn't matter how many channels on here are on the yellow bus and they want to parade around and blow the horns and make it seem like it's different. It ain't. It's still a motherfucking bus, dog. You're not going to be able to do it. You're not going to be able to do it. You're not going to be able to do it, man. You can't tell me Gervonta on pay-per-view, and if you don't tune in his fights. See, this is where the separation comes in too. On this YouTube shit, you have people that will attempt to charge another fighter. You know what I'm saying? When I say charge, they will attempt to charge another fighter with false accusations. They will find somehow, some way to be mad and get others to be mad at another fighter just to support that other. We've seen this happen before, right? We've seen it go down with Crawford Spence. We've seen this shit go down right before our faces before. Now that we have a whole nother situation that's going down. We've seen the Devin Haney, Gary Russell Jr. situation go down. We've seen the back and forth for weeks upon weeks. And I was telling people, I'll say, you know what? I mean, it's good for entertainment on here, but there's no word that Devin Haney is dropping his November 7th date versus Yurkis Gamboa. If he doesn't say that he's dropping that date, it's just all talk. And this went on, and then, it was so much information, man. I mean, it was so much information that was going through the airwaves on that particular situation for over something that wasn't going to change. It was just basically media banter, really. It was just jarring back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Blah, 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 for weeks and weeks and weeks, as if a fight was really going to happen between Gary Russell and Devin Haney. This is somewhat similar. You know what I'm saying? This is somewhat similar right here between Devin Haney and Gervonta. This fight isn't happening no time soon. It's not going to happen. Devin is still young. Like I said previously, Gervonta Davis, he isn't in his 30s yet. I think he's like, 27, if I'm not mistaken. The fight's not going to happen. Because for one, when you come over here and fight Tank, you can come over here with that A side all you freaking want. But Floyd Mayweather, a person that complained about a saturation of belts, right? He ain't going to give a fuck about what you talking about, saying Tank haven't fought for this belt and that belt. This man is making money right now. Boxing is a business. We see people in the Hall of Fame that never became undisputed. Hint, 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 hint. We have people in the Hall of Fame that never became undisputed. This is no way degrading, once again, what Devin Haney has been able to accomplish. I'm talking from a perspective that boxing, when it pertains to certain people, they elevate the promise of what those belts mean by certain boxers. Not every boxer, certain boxers. Certain boxers. And Devin Haney's not one of them. The reason why I'm saying he's not one, because you already have the ring that then put him on there. You know why? Why the discrepancies? Why? Why aren't they recognizing? Because it's something that's underlining. It's something much deeper. You know, something more personal. That they say, no, we ain't gonna put you on there. We ain't gonna show you no love for whatever reason. But he did the damn thing. He earned it. But with certain fighters like Canelo, him unifying the super middleweight division, that was a big deal. The same as Devin Haney. But who received more notoriety? Canelo Alvarez. Balash, what's good? Yo, what's up? W says that Terrence Crawford and Trey Songz situation is so funny. Did you hear what Crawford has said to him? I didn't hear exactly, what Crawford. I don't get into stuff like that deeply. You know what I'm saying? It's just things that go on in they world. But if you know, put it in the chat. I'd definitely like to know if you've seen a video or something like that. I don't peel back to talk about, like the reality TV too much on here. I try to stay away from that. But every now and then I do. But unless it's something I can validate like 2 or 3 sources in, I'm not gonna go off the YouTube shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do it. Tony Boswell on deck. What's good with it? He said, much respect at World Combat Sports in the chat. Stop there in the show, support, and hit the like button. Salute. Just got off work driving and listening. Salute to you, brother. Always, man. Salute to you and your fam. You know what I'm saying? Salute to the the workers that's out there getting it in. And look, I don't say that shit to be funny. I'm saying there's a lot of people out here that are not in your position. That's all I'm saying. There's a lot of people that's not in position. Things are changing. It's always the ebbs and flows of the economy, and shit get crazy. But this situation with Gervonta Davis, man, I'm telling y'all, man, people get on here and debate all day, every day. Debate about the business of boxing and how it reflects on the recognition of a fighter with titles and a fighter with divisions. Y'all debate about that. That should be a debate topic. I know y'all want to do it because WCS put it out there. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Pettiness is contagious. Why don't y'all have a debate on that? The business of boxing and how it reflects on a fighter with titles, with less divisions than a fighter without those myriad of super titles. You know what I'm saying? But they have world championships that's considered secondary championships, and they have more divisions to account for. So how does business reflect upon those two halves? What do you look at more as having value? The fighter that's been able to accomplish something than the other fighter? in a division. He may have 3 divisions, but he's not undisputed. Is that fighter that's undisputed? Does he earn those credits to try to level up with his boxing etiquette? I mean, equity. When it comes down to it, can a fighter with 1 division and be undisputed? Can he be equal and on a level playing field as a fighter like Gervonta Davis, who has 3 divisions? Or does it go deeper? Does it go deeper than that, where the fighter like Gervonta Davis may not have the super titles across the board per division, but he's a pay-per-view star? People can say what they want. They always want to say Gervonta is not a pay-per-view star. He is a pay-per-view star, man. He is, man. I think a lot of people find it easy to hate on Gervonta because he don't really talk and fuck with the media. Look, it was a point in time where I felt good. I was able to talk to Tank, but then he started getting involved and PBC started pushing him to talk to one media outlet. And he go, that shit don't bother me, man. That don't bother me on how I'm going to address it. Tank is a pay-per-view star, period. Teofimo Lopez is going to be a pay-per-view star. You have to find somehow, some way to be the next cash cow. Mayweather and Tank, they may have they public spat sometime, but when it comes down to him making money, that's what it's all about. It's all about the money. He already has 3 weight divisions under his belt that's never going anywhere. They don't have a statute of limitations. They don't have an expiration date. They don't have any of that shit. They ain't going nowhere. So whenever Tank decides to move up to 147, and let's just say he fight for another damn WBA regular title, whatever the case, right? He's going to be a 4-weight champion. I don't know what to tell you. He's going to be a 4-weight champion, and combine that with his pay-per-view numbers, he's going to the Hall of Fame. Gervonta is going to the Hall of Fame. You can say what the hell you want to say. He's going to the Hall once he retires. Once he retires, man. Don't he have like 27 victories already? Does Gervonta have 27 victories? The man has dynamite in his hands, bro. Depending on which one he want to stick you with. The left one, you know what I'm saying? That left one, it's just belligerent, man. You know what I'm saying? That left one is just reckless. People may be at a point right now to take out on Gervonta Davis just the way they treated Floyd Mayweather. They may be trying to basically treat Gervonta Davis as if he's a lifeline of Floyd Mayweather when it comes to the boxing, not having anything to do with the style, but the way they're going about delegating how he moves in the sport of boxing. How Floyd is setting up Gervonta's itinerary in this sport is why people are upset. They want Floyd Mayweather. Look, they want Floyd Mayweather to change up how he's moving Gervonta Davis. But every time you hear a boxing debate and you want to talk about what Floyd Mayweather was able to accomplish, they already go to his numbers. Well, look, Floyd did this. Look up there. Look up there, I tell you, look up there. That's Floyd. Look up there, that's Floyd. That's Floyd right there. Look up there. You know what I'm saying? That's what they say. That's Floyd right there. Look at that. Floyd is up here with these guys. 2.6. Look at that. He up there with Tyson and the heavyweights. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Floyd is not fifth. He's not fourth. Floyd is up there above these guys, but yet you have individuals who say they're hardcore boxing fans and they don't, fuck with the fighter. They're not a fan of the fight, they're a fan of the sport. But somehow, some way, man, look, somehow, some way, they're unable to process what they're witnessing in boxing. They are continuing to believe that Gervonta should move the way they believe he should move. The man is making money in a sport that says boxing is a business first. But yet, they up here, nah, fuck that. Fuck that. It comes a time when business ain't it. Let me give you a reference as to how business is boxing. Boxing is a business first, right? Business is boxing. So many people can put their hands in it. Check this out. Perfect example. Crawford Spence. Isn't the negotiation leverage dealing with business? Is dealing with money? Isn't that negotiation dealing with business? Isn't that the business of it? So why would you sit up here and reach out to Gervonta Davis, you know what I'm saying, and say, hey, can I talk to you for a second? Hey man, I know you're attached to, Florida and everything, but I don't like the way you're moving, man. Well, so what you mean? Not the way I'm moving. Man, I know you're on pay-per-view and everything, but man, dang, can you just fight who we want you to fight though? Like, do y'all fighters ever think about, the best fighting the best? So what you think the best is? Like, real talk. I have 3 divisions. I'm on pay-per-view. Obviously, my stock has risen. So what do you consider the best? Because the interpretation of who's the best, there's many areas and avenues that you can take to determine which fighter is the best fighter based off what they've been able to achieve or accomplish in the sport. Oh, yeah, I see where you're going, because in order for, people to come see you fight, you have to continue to promote yourself and have those excitement. And so people want to, put butts in the seats, as they call it. They, in order for you to be on pay-per-view where you can get that back end money. Yeah, you getting there. You got a long ways to go, but you getting there. See, look, people. One thing about Gervonta Davis. Check this out. One thing about Gervonta Davis, he ain't just trying to fight in Baltimore. Check what I said. Check what I said when business is boxing. Because every fighter has to do business first. It doesn't matter the amount of the purse that they're receiving. Every fighter has to do business in order to step into the ring. They're not, it's against the law for them to step into the ring and fight for free. Free doesn't mean just because they have $5 left over from paying out or their purse that was free. No, they had people to pay out. They got paid. I'm talking about the other free. Just going in there fighting for nothing. No. Business is boxing. Every time a fighter steps in there, the business has to be taken care of. Period. They have to take insurance out on those fighters. Man, they have to lock in the venue. Everything is business orientated. Gervonta Davis is not fighting in Baltimore to say that he's a pay-per-view star. So when I hear the Errol Spence debates, one thing I can say is I know they was good friends at one point in time, and they still are, from what I understand. But if I was to say, okay, Errol Spence doing that in Texas, and Gervonta moving around and being able to basically introduce himself to a different fan base, demographics in different cities, who would I salute the most in growing their brand? The one that's staying at home, nice and comfy, secured, or the other one that's going out here in the jungle and going from city to city and going on pay-per-view and building up a fan base and getting them used to seeing him go in there and give knockouts. I'm going with Gervonta Davis' side. Real talk. You can put up the numbers all you want. I'm telling you, this man is over there fighting in the Barclays. He's fighting in the ATL. He's really expanding. He's not just trying to say, okay, let me go out here and fight in Brooklyn, but I want my next 3 or 4 fights to be in Baltimore, because that's where I'm making. No, he ain't going to make that type of money. So he has no other choice to go out here and fight elsewhere in Texas. You know what I'm saying? He's been over there in Texas. Just ask Leo Santa Cruz. He went over there and got that Latino money, that dinero. He went over there and got that money, man. Brutal knockout. Brutal. Sent him through the washer. I mean, just a brutal knockout, man. But all I'm saying is Gervonta is willing to go different places and expand his brand. And just think about it. Give him another year and a half or 2. Man, Gervonta is going to be on a whole nother level, bro. These cats are going to be playing catch up. I know there's some sponsors out there that don't want to touch Gervonta because they look at, whatever he got going on outside the ring for whatever reason. But that doesn't mean it's impossible. It doesn't mean it's impossible now. Like, Gervonta has really cleaned up his act. He's really gotten on the ball, real talk. And he's done it in a way that he ain't being a damn kiss ass. He ain't trying to be different than what he is, but he's cleaned up his act. He's more user-friendly with the media, but he's still a knockout artist. Still. Look at that, man. He has that man as a guide to get him to that money. My bad. I know, bro. You'll drop the link if you want to, bro. I will tell you on the panel. So that's the way I look at it when it comes to, once again, YouTube making money off the backs of black fighters, not in a positive way, but just dogging them. It always got to be one. And look, I don't do this all the time. Like, you don't hear me going, stupid off every time 2 black fighters link up and they're big names in the sport. And I say, you know what? I'm gonna pick a side. No, I've been rocking with Terrence Crawford. So you can't put me into the equation as if I'm going out here pushing out fake news and I'm doing the same thing that I'm criticizing them for doing. That's not it at all. I'm just trying to say the narratives are atrocious. The bias ass narratives is being pushed when it comes to 2 black fighters on here by black media. I'm telling you, bro. It's disappointing. It's very disappointing. Real talk. That shit is disappointing, man. Because every time we see it go down where we don't know something is happening. We don't know something is happening on the YouTube, on the YTC. We don't know exactly with a fighter. So why would Devin Haney and Gervonta even be a topic of discussion? Because Devin has obligations. Gervonta has finally came out and said he's fighting in December. I put that information out a while ago, but my channel's too small. We live off artificial intelligence where cats try to base character off how many people are still in the end of their live chat. Look, I'm gonna give you a rude awakening, right? Because they always talk about who in the chat. Look, anyone who's in the chat that support me and I support them, I appreciate them. All 8 of them, all 10 of them, whoever they are, right? But my chat doesn't stop the fact that I have a DD214 and I have been down the road where a lot of cats was out here grinding, doing what they doing. They was young, doing what I was out there grinding. I was doing what I got to do to get where I'm at now. So that's where it's at, man. Like these numbers, YouTube is not my forte when it comes to making money. It's not, bro. I'm retired at the beginning and the end of the day, man. And like I tell y'all, I thank God for that. I don't sit up here and ask for super chats like that, but whoever supports. That's it. I don't live. My income ain't based off YouTube at all, bro. Zero. I'm good. And I got property outside where I'm staying at now. But anyway, back to Javante, man. Stop fucking with the dude. Stop fucking with Tank, man. Real talk. Tank is him. I know a lot of people want to be in Tank's position, but you can't do that. Everybody can't be in Tank's position. Why? Because you don't have the pilot to get you where you need to be. You don't have that conductor. You don't have that guide. You need a team to put all this together for your itinerary. You're gonna have some bumpy travels at time, but the elevation Tank is at right now with his pay-per-view and the way people want to anticipate him coming back out, man, they got mad love for Tank, man. I'm not saying they don't for Devin. I'm not getting into who the most. All I'm saying is Tank put on some exciting fights. Seriously. Just because I would rather go see a Javante Davis fight doesn't mean I wouldn't want to go see a Devin Haney fight. The reason being is Devin is an educated, technical boxer. So just because he doesn't possess the action of a knockout, he still go in there and demonstrate that he's levels above a lot of his peers when it comes to the pure, sweet science of the sport, period. People want to compare him to Floyd and all that. Just compare him to Devin Haney. But Javante is that guy. He's that guy, man. Y'all can't talk about size. You can't talk about reach. Who gives a fuck about any of that when it comes to this type of matchup? Who gives a damn about that? Javante is one of the smartest boxers in the sport, bar none. He's one of the smartest, man. People keep looking at the shit he do outside the ring, man. You letting that cloud your judgment when he go in there and split the ropes and it's time to get down. You know what I'm saying? When it's time to get down, he's down with it. He's with the funk. Just ask Rolly Romero, bro. Rolly Romero was sitting up here telling the world, if you're going to bet, put your house on me. Rolly Romero was telling the world to put their house on him. Bet your house on me. I'm knocking him out in the first round. This was Rolly Romero's declaration to his fight fans, betraying them with bullshit. Hey, man, I'm going to knock this, tank it a little bit. I'm going to knock him out in one round. I guarantee it. Put your money on me. Put your money on me. I'm telling you. Put your money on me. I'm going to knock him the fuck out, man. He lied. Because once the opening bell sounded, Rolly Romero didn't have that sense of urgency with Tank. He was being very cautious. He didn't want to go in there and get stiff in the first round and it's over. No, that would have been humiliating, man. But he was optimistic for a reason because he respected that Tank could knock him the fuck out. Because you can have the big broad shoulders. You know what I'm saying? You can have the pectoralis. You can have the lats. You can have the abdominals, the obliques. You know what I'm saying? You can have the calf muscles. You can have all that shit. but it's just that certain area that you cannot build like the rest of your body, and that is your facial structure. Your facial structure has absolutely nothing to do with muscle. You know what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with muscle. Do you know how many times, people look at Tank and say, oh, he's small. Every time they see, oh, he's small. Man, I went to Tank fight. He's small. But then they don't turn around and say, damn, Tank's blessed, man. Because God blessed him with a compact package with sticks of dynamite on his left and right hand. He say, I'm not putting you in here the size where you're going to be overly composed. I'm going to give you this stature right here so you can be able to, get used to it, acclimate, and go out there and authoritate in your boxing career and be great. I want you to go out here and learn and maximize how to use the structure that you've been blessed with. The entire skeletal structure. You're not the tallest and you're not the shortest. But what I am going to give you as an equalizer, I'm going to bless you with power. Gervonta has power, dog. Motherfucker, hey, dude is a savage, man. You remember when they used to talk about Gervonta ain't making weight? He ain't taking the sport serious. They was dogging him the fuck out. He ain't gonna be nothing special because he fucking up. They was comparing him to AB, right? Oh, he hang around AB, he ain't gonna be. They just wrote Gervonta off, man. And then he turned the corner. He said that when he brought his daughter down there, I always respect when he brought his daughter down to the A. And he had her the whole press week. He had his daughter, and I was able to get some damn good pictures of him and his daughter, right? And I bet she looked totally different now. She done grown up a little bit. But he had his daughter with him. He said his daughter, changed him and helped him mature more as a man. But one thing we can say about him is that, it's a process to come where Gervonta Davis came from. And that's another thing about Devin Haney. I'm not mad at if Devin Haney was born into a situation of wealth. Let's just say he had, Bill had above wealth. Man, who am I to sit up here and be mad at what wealth they got? Man, you can get what you got. Get what you got, bro. I don't care about none of that. But the fans, these people that want to talk about how he doesn't have any hunger, he was born with a spoon in his mouth and all that. What does that have to do with you? Because if you was in that same situation, you'd be trying to drive all those expensive, luxurious cars. You'd be trying to wear all that, going to the most popular boutiques and going into the private freaking sales that they have or the private meetings that they have to buy these clothes or have special make or whatever it is, getting this jewelry that costs an insanely amount of money. You'll be that person, man. You'll be like, oh, Pops earned that shit. Pops earned that shit, man. Pops earned it. I was able to benefit from it. Now I'm out here to make my own money. But for Gervonta Davis, he came out the motherfucking dirt. Like, Baltimore's no joke, man. I used to look, Baltimore's my own stomping grounds, bro. That's fact. When I was 17, when I came in at 17, I was stationed in Arlington, Virginia. I used to go up to Maryland. My girl was in Maryland. Me and her used to go to Baltimore all the time. That's fact, man. I used to go up there when it was truly bad. I used to watch movies up. I used to be I used to like it so much. I used to go up there and watch movies in Baltimore, knowing that it was going to be people smoking weed, shooting dice, talking. This shit was a party. Oh my, damn, that shit was fun. Eating wings. Motherfuckers fighting this shit, man. Look, that was Baltimore back in the day, dog. And look, still to this day, it ain't in to play with. But you cannot knock Javante Davis where he came from because that shit wasn't easy for him. So being that boxing is one of those sports where even on the YTC, real talk, check this out, right? Boxing, like I always tell you, you allow fighters to come from anywhere, walks of life, and get a boxing license. Okay. But yet we always want to hear these cats talk about bums, right? But yet you get dudes on the YTC that'll click up who's taking an L in the streets. They will more so try to diss look, I'm using the old school word. They would try to diss an individual like myself, right? That haven't taken an L in the street and got locked up and confined, right? Yet they criticize me to I'm a square, I'm a cornball and all this other shit because I was in the military, right? But yet the dudes that get on here and they smoke and they drink, they have that in common, and they somehow, some way taking an L in their lifetime. They seem to relate to one another as if that is a collectible badge of honor for them to say, "Oh man, you for real? You did that? Oh, okay, cool, man. Oh, so you smoke too? All right, cool. What you drink? Did you drink that too? All right. They seem to blend in together and get along. That's just hilarious, bro. What's going on, Balash, man? My fault. Balash, you there? Balash, you there, man? Hey, just chime in whenever you want to, bro. um, he said I want to see Cruz show a little more patience and ring IQ this time around. I know he's excited to be fighting on TV now, but he doesn't need to revert into reckless headbutting. True words, Andrew. True. He does need to demonstrate much more ring IQ if he's trying to get a rematch with Tank Davis. First of all, because there are fans out there that say, you know what, Tank? I don't think you should fight him again because your ring IQ is on a much higher level to the point where the rematch is going to be way easier. Just like McFleur fought Maidana the second time. He kept it close just a little bit and all that. You know, he made it close. But in the rematch, that shit was easy. The same thing. If Javante fights Isak Cruz, it's not going to be as close to what people think. When I say close, I'm talking about from the eye test. It's not even going to be close, man. Like the first fight, oh man, Isak Cruz staying close. Oh, look at his defense. He had that close, that tight defensive guard. You know what I'm saying? He barely let any shots get clean on him.
Okay.
Balash, you there?
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, I'm here. I'm crazy. I don't know that. Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, holla at me. What's good?
Oh no. What's up, man? No, like I was gonna tell you about the Crawford situation, but shit, it's all alleged as far as what exactly went on, but I guess like shit, Trey Songz and them had a confrontation and Crawford just called out Trey Songz and like, hey, let's meet up in the back room or whatever, and don't have your homies around you, and all they gonna hear you is screaming. Are you if
Mm-hmm.
you come in this room, some shit like that. Goodfella posted about it, but yeah, I ain't wanna like you said. I know you're not the type of dude to talk about gossip, but nah, that shit was just funny to be what Crawford had said if that's what he actually said at Trey Songz. Right?
Yeah, that shit would be funny. And see, Crawford don't come off like I try to tell people, how you been out your name? Balash, right? What's your
No, you
what you
could have
go by on
my
the
real.
street though?
Oh, like well, I don't be in this shit, but you mean my real name?
No, just what you go by with family and all that and all.
Oh my bad. Yeah, I got a funny name, man. They
Okay.
I got you. No, I don't care. They call me Chuka.
Okay, Chuka. All right, cool.
Yeah. That's what everybody. My
I had a
people call
Japanese
me.
friend of mine for a while. His name was Sakaju. That I used to ride bikes with over in Japan. But go ahead, what you was saying, man.
Oh no. Like I said, shit. That's what alleged what Crawford said. Nah, man. I'll let you. You was
I look.
building, man, talking about taking shit. And I just wanted to tell you that. But like I said, that's gossip, I guess you could say so. It ain't the fight. But hey, man, is that still up for the you said the possible announcement date for the Andrew Reese and Luis Ortiz? Is that still a possible chance we get an announcement?
Oh, I just want to be clear that I never put that out there.
Oh no, I know. I'm just saying.
Oh,
I
okay,
ain't
okay.
saying you did. Yeah,
I
yeah.
ain't want anybody to believe that that was me. I just
No,
spoke
no.
on it because the first time it was supposed to be the 4th of July, and I was calling cap
Exactly.
on that, and it was supposed to be in October. I said, "Nah, that ain't true. It ain't happening." That shit faded out, and now they come back with this particular announcement,
Right.
specifically on the 4th, which is the day before Labor Day. So
Right.
I'm waiting on the announcement since
Same here.
certain
Yeah, yeah.
certain individuals want to come out here with the news and say, "Oh, it's going to be announced." Now, what's crazy about this, Chuka, is the fact that it's a Fox. That show is on Fox, isn't it? Something like that.
It is. Yeah, yeah.
And why would Steven Espinosa want an announcement for a fight? I mean,
Oh, no, I got you.
if it's going to be on his network, right? Why would he want
Hmm.
that shit to be announced on Ruiz Ortiz?
Yeah, true. I wonder why the fight, at least to me, not trying to be disrespectful, I don't know why that fight's pay-per-view, honestly. Uh, but shit,
Oh, because they're
like I
trying to
say,
make that money back that they lost.
uh, I
Supposedly,
got you.
they lost a lot of money overpaying these fighters just to build them up and everything. And
Hmm.
now they at the point that the well has been drained, and they trying to put these fighters in there with some reputable names. So Ortiz, well as I do, his only two
Exactly.
losses came from who? Deontay Wilder.
Exactly.
So he
Excuse me.
still has a little bit of value to his name to be on
Hmm.
pay-per-view. He's been on, what I'm saying? Ortiz still has it. Andy Ruiz has it.
Right, right.
Who was Andy Ruiz lost to? You know what I'm saying? He
Shit,
still he lost a big name.
right, right. Yeah, that's a good point.
Got Joseph Parker and Anthony Joshua, man, that Andy Ruiz lost to. So he still
Hmm.
has, value to his shit too. So pay-per-view, yeah, man. They got to get that back end money somehow, some way, man.
No, no, yeah, so yeah, 'cause like I said, I didn't know the whole insight, but yeah, like I said, I know it's for some reason, so it ain't for nothing.
So what you think
Nah,
about this, man? I know you be on a lot of channels.
right,
How do
right.
you um what's your overlay on Javante Davis and Devin Haney's situation when it comes down to
Hmm.
who's number one and who's number two?
Mm, got you. Well, like I like how you was. I would listen to before I asked to get on. I would listen to how you were saying when it comes to the numbers, who actually more popular and stuff. I know that doesn't really relate to who will be number one, but for me, man, obviously, if we talking about the number one guy right now in the division, I have to be Devin Haney. I mean, he undisputed as far as that wise, and he got obviously the four belts and shit. And I would say, yeah, it would be definitely Devin Haney right now. Uh,
So if you saying it's
I
Devin Haney because has the belts,
right,
why do you think they put Javante in front of him and he has all the belts? Why would he be disrespected like that? That I think
but
is a slip knot. What is the slip knot in this whole situation? We seen Devin go in there and wash Cambosis.
hmm
So it ain't nothing else to be said. But
right,
why is he behind Javante when it comes to the lightweight division?
it had to be like you was saying earlier, shit, the popularity, the fact that Tank is more popular by the fans and allegedly on the pay-per-views, but it's definitely when it comes to bringing uh people to fights and shit, I guess. And I don't know what else will be added, but like I said, just popularity wise, I guess it
So
had to
you
be
know how
that.
they try to I mean to cut you off. You know how they try
No,
to
you
break
good?
down You know how they try to break down who's the best. Look, they try to turn pages and shit, man, and fold it and bookmark that shit. Like the best usually, okay, be hands down Devin. Boom, Devin got the titles. He got every goddamn thing. Hands down, he's over the division because look, it's nobody in front of Canelo at the super middleweight division.
Exactly.
But why
That's a
is
good
that
point.
the case? Why is that the case? Because Canelo is the
Well,
cash cow. You know what I'm
nah,
saying?
you right. Nah, that's true.
Yeah. So they're
Yeah,
gonna
we gotta look at
combine.
all that.
Yeah,
Hmm.
they're gonna combine his championships. They're gonna combine the numbers that he's putting in, and also, the money that he's making. But let's exclude Canelo. We can't use him as the bar, right? I mean, he is the
Right.
bar, period. But let's go somewhere else, like Jamel Charlo. Do they have anybody else at the super welterweight division above Jamel Charlo? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Right.
So if they don't have no one else above Jamel Charlo who absolutely earned this shit, he earned a little bit harder than
Mm.
Devin. Devin had one person to fight. Jamel Charlo had multiple fights to get those chips, but they still in the same position as undisputed.
Right.
It's just
Yeah,
Devin
man.
is
I
not as
just
popular, bro.
Yeah, that's it. No, no. 'Cause like I said, you broke it down, and like I said, it ain't like, oh, I don't. I have to agree with everything you say when it comes to the numbers and all that. But from what we hearing, this Tank is obviously on the number side and on the crowd side, which obviously has been known and to be seen. From like you've been in his fights before, he bringing big crowds at the venues. The numbers, like I said, we don't know exactly. The true pay-per-view numbers. I know, like you said, it's for what we know what's reported, but at
Mm-hmm.
the end of the day, that adds more onto Tank Belt. Is obviously he's the more popular guy. Which I ain't gonna say sucks, but this, like you say, man, boxing's a business, so this is what it is. Like we have to, you got to consider that. But like you said, man, I don't think the fight will happen anytime soon. If any fight will happen anytime soon, will probably be a Shakur or Devin before that fight, or I don't know, like a Devin and he might go to 140 and fight Ryan or something before that Tank fight. I just don't see that fight happening anytime
Shakur
soon.
Stevenson, he has that also that popularity, man. Like he's about to have
Yeah,
another
yeah,
homecoming fight this month.
no,
Man,
true.
Shakur Stevenson, man, I'm telling you, man, he's a special fighter, and that's gonna be a hell of a fight if Devin stays at 135 long enough. Hey, they might be able to
Yeah,
lock up, like you say. They might be next down the
yeah, who
line or
knows,
something.
man? Right, right. Nah, yeah, yeah.
Who do you
Nah.
have being the better fighter out of Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney? That's a tough question, man.
Ah, it's a tough question, but I like it. When people ask me questions like that, shit, I don't mind it because I'm gonna give it to you based off what I analyze and see from both. So for me, I have to edge for Shakur just off how Shakur is when it comes to it, man. He really defensively responsible in the ring, and he know
Mm-hmm.
exactly what punches to throw. He know exactly what the punch that the opponent's gonna throw at him. He know how to slip. You know what I'm saying? He know how to counter all that. Like his defense is just really good, man. And like I said, the kid fast. He might not have the most powerful shot, but his power definitely when he hits you, you gonna respect it. And I would have to say his understanding with boxing. David got it too, but I'm gonna have to edge it with Shakur, man. Like Shakur, like you know he tests himself all the time. He ain't just like I said. That's one reason how him and Crawford's really cool because, like I said, he wanted to test himself. He didn't care who Crawford was at the time. He's like, hey, I think I'm better than you. I want to fight you. Let's spar with you. Let's
Mm-hmm.
spar. Like that's some shit you're not
Mm-hmm.
gonna get from a kid at that time at his age when he was 17. So trying to fight a dude who a world champion like a
Yeah.
Crawford or somebody like that's I applaud that.
Yeah,
So
for
I would
sure,
have to
man.
end
Well
that
said.
Shakur.
I get it.
Mhm. No,
That's a
that would be a
good.
good fight. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
that's a that's a damn good assessment because both of them can box, but you said defensive responsible,
yeah,
and Devin Haney does remediate at the same defensive. Sometimes he get into a rhythm where he leans to the side the same, or
yeah.
he
I was gonna say that. Yeah,
yeah
no,
he
not to
might
cut you off,
repeat the
brother.
same action. Yeah.
Yeah, 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 exactly. Like I'm starting to notice that more when I watch boxing, man. 'Cause I'm actually going to do boxing real soon. I noticed that when the best time you know to throw a punch is wherever you see the boxers, wherever weight they're putting on, whether it's the left side, right, or
Mm-hmm.
they forward, whatever weight that you see they're got a shifting towards more. That's the punch you want to throw. That's the direction you throw your punch. You know what I mean? That makes sense. So yeah, I agree. He definitely does lean, to his right. I agree. That's something I like. This kind of picked. I'm like, as from watching him, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Not as like it's a bad thing, but that is something like you just said. That's crazy. You say that you know is something that Shakur would definitely pay attention to. You
Yeah,
know,
Shakur, man, he swim, man. Sometimes he swim, he don't get wet, dog. I'm serious, dog. Like,
not for real.
damn, he
It's
swimming don't get
crazy.
wet in that motherfucker, dog. Like, he make it look too easy, man. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
and then
That's
we don't
like,
even know if Shakur has came into his grown man strength yet. You know what I'm
man.
saying?
Honestly, yeah, we don't know.
Yeah,
It's
we don't know
crazy,
that.
man. Yeah, it was crazy. I didn't know he was, 25 years old or 24. That's kind of crazy. I thought he was around my age, but him being that age, a little bit older than Devin too, because Devin, me and him
Hmm.
are the same age. It's pretty interesting. It's really interesting. So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Andrew
man.
said he got popular because he was able to box round for round with Tank, not because he was swinging for the fences the whole fight. Yeah, you
Yeah.
know, but in his previous fights, Isaac Cruz has been known to just let it rip. Time he get within distance, he get close enough. He's unleashing power punches. And look, to his credit, Isak has the lungs, man. He has the gas tank and the cylinders to fire up and keep on doing the same thing. I don't know how his tendons are or how healthy his hands are.
Right.
We don't know that, but Isak Cruz, when he throws his punches, man, it's with bad
Nah,
intent every single
I can
time.
agree. Yeah, and added your point, like look at the even though that was after the fact, but look at the Gamboa fight. Like I said, added your point, like he was fucking trying to kill that man. Not to cuss
Yeah,
on
man.
your platform, but yeah, he was trying to kill that man. So I agree with that. Like Tank definitely, made that dude respect. He made Isaac Cruz have to respect him. So yeah,
Isak has the tenaciousness, but he just lacking a little bit of power to match up with a fighter like Tank. He lacking that boxing IQ, like Drew said. Like he's lacking the boxing IQ to go in there and set up the right punch with Tank. Just don't go in there and say, okay, I know I can land the shot. It's your timing. You know what I'm saying? It's when you land
yeah,
the shot. Just
right.
like Javante said that Rolly ran into it. He set that up. Rolly gave him everything he wanted. And Rolly came right
Uh huh.
into the front door and he smashed him.
Yeah, yeah, man. Like you said, he set that up perfectly, man, with his timing, man, and but to add to that time, his speed, man.
Yeah.
Like it is a deadly combination. So it was like a matter of time, for Rose to get hit by something like that, you know. So,
Big
yeah, I
Blunts and
agree.
Boxing said, Big Blunts and Boxing said, I heard Jahad Tucker is on the Shakur card coming up. Apparently, all the young guns are going to be on that card. I'm so damn
Yeah,
excited.
sure. Yep,
Yeah, man. Jahad is definitely on that card with Shushu Carradine and Keyshawn Davis and
that's great.
Floyd Diaz on there too.
Now I gotta watch him. I never heard of that guy for Diaz.
Yeah, the last time I was out there, Team Tucker introduced me to him. That was the first time I had the opportunity to see him fight. He's a tough
Mm,
fighter, man. Got mad promise in the sport. I seen his team up there. Yeah, man. Yeah, he, he's doing his damn thing right now. I like how
gotcha.
Top Rank is pushing these youngins, man.
Yeah, man. Like they know they the future and like shit. They gonna give them the fights, boost their popularity. That's why, like, man, what a kind of talent wise on promotion, whether it's Top Rank or Showtime and over there PBC, like Top Rank definitely got it, man, with the talent, and the amount of fighters that they try to push, stardom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I just like covering when I'm actually covering the fight. I like the professional setting of Top Rank, the calmness, being able to
Yeah.
work, being able to address the fighters, just the whole damn setting. The temperature of it is nice. More so PBC can be chaos for the wrong. For just simplest thing, man. It can be chaos. Like, you
Hmm.
still paying your money and everything to go out there and cover the fight, but it can be kind
Right.
of chaos sometimes.
Right. Right.
Nothing on the fighters now, but
Hmm.
appreciate that big bounce in boxing. J Ocho on deck. What's good? Who y'all got? Ruiz Ortiz fight?
Ooh.
That's a good
Yeah,
question,
man.
man.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. I don't really know, man. I don't.
I can look. The only reason I can't give a prediction on that fight
Hmm.
is because with Chris Arreola, I thought Andy Ruiz would clearly go in there and be the better boxer. That's what I thought. And
Hmm.
he ended up getting knocked down. I was like, what's going on with Andy Ruiz? And then I seen Luis Ortiz go in there and damn near get taken out by Charles Martin early in the fight. And he's much older. I
Hmm.
don't know, man. I don't know who's gonna win this damn fight. I don't know. Because I've praised Luis Ortiz for his footwork, his movement, being agile for a big man, giving me that Larry Holmes like jab, being real sneaky and crafty with it. Um, I don't know, man. I don't know. I am gonna say that I don't know, man. That's tough. I have to go with Ruiz, man. He's gotten in some credible shape. I have to go with Andy Ruiz, man. I have to go with Andy Ruiz. Andrew Charles said, I'm rocking with Ruiz, but I gotta say Ortiz still looks like a bad dude. They both in pretty impressive shape. Yeah, man. Ortiz, they say he's like 40 something. But when it comes to the YTC, they think he's like 63. But I gotta go with Andy Ruiz. Younger fighter, of course. Um, both fighters has been in there contending for the championship. But of course, Andy Ruiz was the only one out of the two that was able to get that championship bag. That has since left him, but I still have to go with him because he's totally made a incredible transformation with his weight. I hope he's more focused, and we'll see. We'll see, man. Jay Ocho say Dev do all that shit too. It'll be a good scrap. Jay gonna come over here. He gonna ride with Team Haney until the wheels start to burn and spark. God damn it, them motherfuckers been off a long time ago. Shit, they riding on rim and axle. Shit, what I'm saying? He say Dev do all that shit too. Oh man, that shit's funny. He said, man, fuck what you talk about. Dev do that shit too, dog. I thought,
No, that's all good. That's gonna be a good scrap. Good shit. You know.
and hopefully they able to
Hopefully,
make the fucking fight, dog.
exactly. Yeah, it's only like time will tell for sure. Let's see. Like you just said, hopefully the fight get made. Yeah. Hopefully the fight get made.
Who is one of your favorite fighters that's coming up right now?
Man, that's coming up. Man, I have a few, man, but as far as coming up, um, I really, like I said, man, I have so many, man. I really can't just pick one. But if I would have to pick a guy that I really want to see again, if I can remember off the top of my head, what's his name? Yo, Elvis Gomez. I don't know if you heard of him.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He
He
pretty
only has
interesting. I want
one
to
loss
see.
to his record. They had big hopes for him, but he's still in the running. You know what I'm saying? No,
Yeah,
is that
him.
let's see, Elvis Gomez. That the one who
No, no.
plays the? No, that's not him. That's Elvis Rodriguez
Yeah,
right
he
there.
yeah, yeah, yeah. This guy
Yeah,
undefeated.
I'm thinking of a whole nother fighter. Okay, what?
No, you good.
Oh, enlighten me about Elvis Gomez, man. What division he in?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So he 154. He he only got about 6 fights, 5 KOs. He had a fight couple, like 4 or 5 months back.
Yeah.
What's that guy name?
Let me look
He
that
fought.
man up.
Yeah, he fought some tough Mexican guy. He didn't stop him, but I think he was just kind of choosing not to. But I mean, like, man, his punches, man, like, it got a lot of muscle on him. I think he's a southpaw as well.
Yo,
And
Elvis Gomez. Okay, yo, Elvis
yeah,
Gomez, Cuba.
yeah, his father's pretty legendary too in the American Games, back like in the '80s and whatnot.
Oh, is
Those
that
were
right?
gold
Okay.
medals. Yeah, yeah. So I've been checking him out.
Oh, I remember. You know, I remember this dude from. I know I remember him. He beat up my guy Clay Collard, man, in the first
Yeah,
round.
yeah,
In
that's
the
the guy.
first round, he destroyed him.
Uh-huh. That was a good. I seen
Yeah.
that.
Okay, I know who you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
He beat up the MMA and boxer, MMA fighter and boxer. He
Exactly.
dogged him in one round. Yep.
Yeah.
They say
But
he
nah, man.
24. They say the man 24, dog. He looked like 32, dog.
Where you? That's what they say.
Look at
Hold
his
on, I'm
hair,
looking at.
dog. I mean, come on, man. You 24, man. Your hair, man. Come on, stop it.
Hold up, I'm trying to, cause I definitely gotta give you more fighters I'm on the lookout for. I just can't remember. I'm finna, let's see who we got. Oh, Gary Antoine. I actually, for some reason, I just like his style. Like he's somebody I look out for, and somebody I like. Who else do we got? Shit, so many, man.
No, it's all
I
good.
actually
I
start.
just wanted to know, like,
No, you
what.
good. No, like I say, like I don't got too many people, but like, man, it's a lot of fighters I be checking for. But that's I don't really have a favorite shit. Like I fuck with Crawford. Crawford good. Anderson, all them dudes are good, but it's no really favorites over here. Cause like I said today, I like the sport of boxing, and I take everything from each boxer if I think you're good, and if I know you good, I'ma say it. You know, I'll be able to tell. So, mm-hmm.
It's a like
Hmm.
Jerron Ennis. I know a lot of people look at him like he's definitely going to be welterweight world champion whenever they clear this up with Crawford Spence. I don't think whoever wins the belts, which is going to be Crawford, I don't think he's going to stay there. He's going to vacate them. He's going to
Right.
vacate them like he did the 140-pound titles. But I don't see Jerron Ennis once he pick up a title. I don't see him staying at welterweight that long, dog. I
No,
think he's going to
same
be up at
here.
154, dog.
No, same here. That's no, that's facts. Cause you know you could tell by his frame that he's gonna grow probably a little bit bigger than that, and he already is. Like you just said, he's gonna. Like he said, he think about moving up to 168 before he all said and done.
No, man, he'll be a light heavyweight, damn near cruiserweight, man, when it's all said and done, for real. Like he got the
Yeah.
frame for it. So you're talking about 47, 54, freaking 60. I mean, who can't get a belt in 60 unless they tied up, right? And then you go to
Hmm.
68, 75. That's 5 divisions right there. Look,
Yeah.
I'm thinking Jerron can go to 5 freaking divisions before he hang them up and
Mm.
get belts. And get belts, bro.
Hey, that'd be crazy.
Look at Andre Ward. Andre Ward is not that tall of a guy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No. True.
come on, man. It's gonna be very
Yeah.
interesting, man. What do you think about that fight with Naoya Inoue saying that after he fight Paul Butler, he want Cool Boy Steph at 122.
Man, that's gonna be a good fight. I was actually watching a little bit of Night anyway a couple of days ago. Like the guy, he definitely a problem. Despite obviously people could say, oh, he mainly fought in Japan, and you know, he only fought only 4 times outside of the U.S. But still, like I think you know him maybe the way he throw his left hook, man, and the speed he got, and also power, obviously, it's gonna be a good fight to see. And I don't know, man. Like, I'm an ish folding on that, but I think anyway still could possibly win that fight. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even hurt Spoken. You know, so you know.
Man, I think CBS, man. I think he's gonna put on a show, man. For real, man. Like he
Mhm.
don't get enough credit for his overall skills, man.
Yeah.
Man, like that Angelo Leo fight that he had on the inside. God damn. Them boys didn't take a breath, man.
Right.
It's gonna be a good fight. In a
Yeah.
way,
Sure.
he's definitely a tough fighter. And I'm glad he's even calling out Steph at 122 before he get out off bantamweight. I'm glad he's calling them out, man. That's something we have to look forward to. But Steph want to
Right.
unify. He want to unify super bantamweight first.
Yeah, it's crazy, and that's what Inoue is doing at the moment. He's finna fight Fulter and be undisputed, which I think he's gonna beat the guy Paul Fulter. I mean, my bad, Paul Butler. For undisputed,
And Paul
and then
Butler
yeah.
got the title via email. You know what I'm saying? So you know who's gonna win that. I'm just
Right?
calling it
Nah.
as it is, dog. He got that
Exactly.
shit.
Yeah. For real. For real. Yep.
What about Hector Garcia, man? Hector Garcia say he wants Shakur Stevenson to unify.
Bro, bruh. I don't know. We think on the same platform, what? But everything you just telling me, like, I'm already like thinking at the moment. That's funny you saying. He's just somebody I was looking for. Like, he's pretty decent too. That would be a good
Yeah,
fight.
I like the way he looked against Colbert, man. I did.
Yeah, that
I like
was
the way
yeah.
he
And
looked.
then he had a fight. Not to cut you off. What was that? Oh man, it was a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
He fought oh man, who the guy he fought? Like, come on, man. My bad, but no, he fought for the WA belt anyway.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
the I forgot the
Roger
dude, but he
Gutierrez, man.
exactly
Yeah.
Gutierrez, and yeah, that was a good scrap. But nah, man, like he honestly like to me out boxed through pretty well to me.
Yeah, I
Uh,
like him as a fighter, man. I like Hector
mhm.
Garcia. You know, he don't
Right,
talk a
right,
lot of shit, but he has to in this case to get the attention of Shakur because Shakur is actually trying to unify, which is good for Garcia because he has Colbert on his belt and he actually was successful in winning the title. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So the title eliminator was Colbert. He dispersed that. He went up there and got it done with Gutierrez. Now he wants to unify. He ain't saying, "Oh well, we'll see what's next." No, he wants your Chris Stevenson, man.
yeah. That's yeah. Like I said, I'm looking forward to that. Definitely
I'm
looking
looking
forward to
forward
that.
to it too. I'm looking forward to the fight this month, though, bro. Hobson is not an easy fight, dog. The way it looks on paper, though.
Right. You talking about
Paseo, I
Hobson?
mean, huh?
Okay, yeah. Oh, you talking about Robert Safety? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, me too. Yeah, I'm looking. Yeah, I want to see how Shakur like. What he gonna? How he gonna look in this fight? Yeah, I'm the same. Yeah, same here. Like, cause
Shakur seemed to get better every fight, though. Real talk, like.
right. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I think he gonna become one of the better defensive fighters we see in this era. You
Yeah.
know. Yeah, man. Like, especially like how we see him stepping up a competition. We're not just saying, "Oh, man, look how he's not getting hit by this guy," but he, like, especially the Valdez. The Herring, and in this fight, like you see, like he's still hard to hit, and he's fighting quality opposition. It ain't just anybody, you know. So
Mm-hmm.
that's tells a lot. So yeah,
Yeah, he's
man.
special, man. And like I said, if he ever grow into like some incredible power, like real
Hmm.
talk, like if he gets stupid at one point in time where he finds himself getting stronger, man, it's gonna be over for a lot of cats, man.
For
I'm
real.
serious, man. You take
No,
his
I'm imagining that. That'd be crazy.
yeah, that'd be
That'd be
wild,
yeah, that,
man.
right. Yeah, that'd be like you just said it right there. That ability to have good defense and power, that should be yeah, it'd be pretty much cheating at that point, hypothetically.
Yeah.
Man, yeah,
It's gonna be very interesting in them lighter divisions. You know, the we already know up top what's going down pretty much, but these lighter middle divisions, and they got some excitement brewing, man.
hmm
140 pound, they the belts being dropped by Josh Taylor. Now you have Regis coming back in the picture with Jose Cepeda. That's gonna be a nice one, you know.
right.
And then we trying to find out who Teofimo Lopez gonna fight next, and then Antoine Russell. He got a good fight coming. No, he don't have a fight scheduled yet. Nah.
Yeah, I don't think so. Maybe you do. Shoot. Man, but nah. Let me see. Oh man, you know what fight I'm looking forward to as well, man? The women fighting next couple weeks or
Yeah,
this
yeah,
this week. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
yeah. I'm looking
Yeah,
forward to Savannah Marshall and Clarissa, man.
yeah,
Clarissa,
them too. But really, the
when she fights at that
uh,
weight, bro, her body's made for that weight. She ain't a small girl. She got the hips, boy. She got
well, man, who you telling? Yeah, for real. That's why you can see all the where the most of the weight probably coming from. Like man,
yeah, man.
straight up.
Savannah
But
better
not
not
a
go in there and get knocked out, dog. Carissa only
well,
has
that'd
two
be crazy.
knockouts.
Right. Yeah, that'd be a crazy statement. Yeah, but no, like the Michaela Mayer and Alicia Baumgartner, that fight could be interesting because I don't really.
Oh
I'm
yeah, yeah.
edging. Yeah, Zach. I'm edging Alicia, but man, like as I'm looking more of like Michaela Mayer's, like, she might turn up, like, and I said I think it's gonna be a good inside scrap for the first couple rounds, but we'll see.
Man,
Definitely gonna be
Baumgartner's
good.
definitely how to get on the inside, bro.
Hmm.
She's definitely how to get on the inside of the taller Ranger fighter in Mayer.
Exactly.
I mean, she's gonna have to. And Mayer said that if she don't break the code in the first 3 or 4 rounds, it's over. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? If you don't show me anything that you have something that I should respect, it's over. It's gonna be an easy fight.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I think, man, she got some power, man, to her Alicia, so I think that's gonna definitely play a factor, you know. But like I said, we have to see. But I think that she definitely got some dynamite, man, in her hands, and she got some speed. So I think that's gonna definitely make for the fight being really good as well, at
Yeah.
least from my observation. Hmm.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that fight, man. That's a good fight. I I was a bit taken back that
Hmm.
Baumgartner will have a fight of that magnitude so early, and like she is it haven't been that long since she won the titles from Terry Harper. You know what I'm saying?
No, it hasn't. No, yeah, it's true.
But I guess they
Uh,
trying to move and get more excitement in the women's boxing. That's all I can think
yeah.
of, man.
No, no, that's I think what it is as well. I'm saying here, I think that's really what it is. Man, also, man, Lomachenko, his comeback fight, the guy
Who,
he's fighting, man, Jermaine Ortiz, I think it is. Is
who did you
that fight
say?
right? So Lomachenko got a fight he's coming back to against Jermaine Ortiz.
Okay.
And he obviously undefeated, but I'm not looking at the record. I'm looking at how the kid fought. I've seen him a few of his fights.
Mm-hmm.
Jamel Herring, a few rounds of that. Then I heard he, back in the amateurs and nationals, he fought like the likes of uh Richard Hitcherson. Uh, was it he fight Ryan before? He fought Ennis. Like the kid, man, he really good. And it's funny. He kind of fights similar to Lomachenko. He kind of, changes angles a little bit, but he's really good. He has a natural rhythm and tendency to throw a double jab and with a right hand. Like, man, that fight gonna be tough for Lomachenko, in my opinion. But we gonna see. But the kid was pretty nice. Check him out if you ever seen too much of him.
Yeah, I heard about him.
Yeah.
I'm just I know he
Mhm.
an undefeated fighter. He has more wins than Lomachenko. I know that. You know,
Does
that's
he?
not hard, but I know, yeah, he has 16. Lomachenko
I
has
think
like 14, don't he?
I think he got 16 as well, Lomachenko. Let me see though. Like,
For real?
bruh.
I could have sworn he was like 14 and something.
Oh, I got you. But nah, man. Yeah. Yeah, you're right though. Like, shit. Let me see. Yeah, I think that's 16. Let me see. I can pump it up for you.
Yeah, Lomachenko got 16. I thought he had 14. Yeah, he got 16
Yeah,
wins.
yeah, I figured. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, 16 wins, 2 losses, 11 knockouts. Okay.
But nah, yeah.
That's a pretty level matchup, man.
Yeah, it is. And like I say, people I know obviously gonna praise Lomachenko super high. I think he's this an easy win. But nah, man. I looked at Buddy. I mean, let me see what this guy about. I heard of, in an interview, he sounded like he a really smart dude on the outside of the ring, got a couple businesses. He like not even older
Oh, is
than
that
me,
right?
not too, but Yeah, he owns real estate. You know, he actually been doing it since he was like 19 or something like man, I'm gonna see you. Well, go check out the interview of him on the Boxer Voice. Jermaine Ortiz, Jai. I know how
Yeah.
you spell it. I don't even want to
Oh,
spell it. I think it's
I
like
have it in front of
yeah,
me.
yeah. But anyway,
Yeah.
no, you hear him talk, man. He a smart kid outside the ring. He take boxing serious and like yeah, man. He coming to make a statement and actually he's calling out, which is so funny. A lot of people call it the Shakur, but he's calling out Shakur too, like he wanna fight Shakur as well, possibly. You know, in the future. Hmm.
He's calling out Shakur,
Yeah, I
but
know. I
his last
swear.
fight was at 135 though. He fought Jamel Herring at a weight limit of 135. He fought Albright at 135. He's
You're
a
right.
he didn't
Hmm.
most of his fights has been higher than 130. So he got ways before to get to Shakur because Shakur is still at 130.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like I said, maybe just doing it, on an interview to cause some, bring some
But it's
attention or
good the
something. But
brother has other businesses. It's good his mindset is somebody
yeah,
has taught
man.
him how to make a secondary living. You know,
Yeah, man. Yeah, for real.
that's good shit, man.
Hell yeah, it's a good interview too, man. Like he's a
26 years
definitely.
old too.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Been in the game like 7 years already. His debut
Yeah.
was 2016. Okay. 5'8", 69-inch reach. I
Yep.
have to
And
check
he
out
like,
his interview.
yeah, he a switch hitter too. Like he don't have no problem being in either stance, which is interesting. You know, so it's always when you got a guy like that, it's kind of interesting how they like love to just mix it up and from different angles, man. Like, has Lomachenko ever fought I don't know. Yeah, you probably have. I don't know. Has Lomachenko ever fought a guy who could switch stances a lot? Maybe Pedraza, huh? Or was it Pedraza probably one of them? But yeah, man.
With
Like I say,
Lomachenko,
man.
man, it just all depends on
Hmm.
does he still have the mechanics? Does he still have that recall memory? I'm not saying pull the trigger because we saw he can still pull the trigger against Richard Comey. We know he can pull the trigger, but he get in there with somebody like Jermaine Ortiz, who you say is a switch hitter, and
Yeah,
give
man.
Lomachenko different looks. Let's see how Lomachenko deals with it, man.
I'm telling you. Yeah.
Let's see
Craig
how he
got a
deals
fight is
with
like
it.
so far out. It's like in October. That shit far out.
Oh, they
But
fight in October too. Damn.
yeah. Hmm. You know.
They must be fighting October 1st, or I mean,
Yeah, I don't
no.
know exactly. Because, they trying to get Lomachenko back, so he could possibly. 'Cause I think on the contract for Haney, I think that's who he fight after Cambosis is probably Lomachenko.
Yeah, I know a lot of people trying to push for that fight. I know Bob
Yeah.
Aaron want that fight. They look. All Lomachenko had to do was fight for that IBF title instead of becoming franchise. That's all he had to do.
Yeah.
That's it. But he had to go through all that franchise shit with Suleiman and vacate the
Yeah.
belt, and then still lost with no rematch clause. Come on, bro.
Hmm.
See how that freaking works out, though, man. Lomachenko, he's a good, respectable guy. You know what I'm saying? I just felt like he was a lot of dishonesty coming into the sport professionally. To record
Right.
his record. I just thought he was trying to do a magic show and make everybody think he was this phenomenal fighter when he already had 6 professional fights.
Hmm.
So you going to come here and talk about, oh well, I'm gonna set the record on my second professional fight to get the title. No, people already knew what that was about, man. So that's why Orlando Salido headbutted the shit out Trey.
Mm. So inconsistent. J8.
Jermaine Ortiz and Top Rank has said they don't want that Cepeda Pro Grace fight. Why they don't want it? Cepeda,
Yeah.
he seems like an
Yeah, I
exciting
understand.
fighter. You know what I'm saying? Shout
Right,
out to my
right.
Shot News, the Sauce Experience, AK Showtime Shop, man. What it do, man? What's good with it? He said WCS salute and salute the chat. D-Ray Promotion, Andrew Charles, J.A. Big Blunts and Boxing. Salute to you, brother. Team Jahad Tucker on deck. Um, I don't know why they wouldn't want that fight, man. Because you got to look at it.
Yeah.
Don't be mad at Cepeda. He closed out. Goddamn. Oh my God. Don't be mad at him for doing what he was supposed to do.
Right, right. Because he had beat Vargas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Smashed him, dog.
Right, smashed.
He smashed him, bro. Like that shit was embarrassing, man. Like, damn.
Yeah. Oh man.
And then he came back and he got stopped again, didn't he? Damn.
Yeah, I think so.
I like that. I like that Rougarou and Cepeda, man. Why not? I don't know why people against it, but I like that shit.
No, yeah. I definitely want to see that fight as well. So yeah. Cause man, like with the 140, man, like Josh Taylor already got, matter of fact, I think he finna get stripped of like 3 belts. He only gonna have 1.
And look, he should. You know why? Look, they talk
Mm-hmm.
about how much sanctioning fees Joshua had to pay. And now Eddie Hearns is all of a sudden talking about something that's been spoken on. That's when we're talking about the business of boxing. Like he was talking
Yeah.
about Joshua had to pay an astounding amount of sanctioning fees, man, as a unified champion. Hey, that's what it is, dog. You want to hold on to them
That's
belts? That's what it is.
yeah, that's crazy. And you pay for all that and you still gotta get the belt taken away. Like, ooh.
Mm-hmm.
That's
So I
crazy.
think Josh Taylor dropped him so he wouldn't have to pay those sanctioning fees like that.
Right. Yo, uh how you think he'll do at 147 if he ever move up?
That's still pending, bro, because you know
Hmm.
what I look at with Josh Taylor, how he looked against Jack Catterall. Ah, I don't
Yeah.
know, dog.
Not me
I
either,
don't
bro. Like
know.
all I know, they try to give him to Crawford. That's the most easiest fight of Crawford's life at this moment. If I've seen how he look with Catterall, man, Crawford, that would be the easiest fucking check contract can ever sign. Like, bro,
Yeah, you're
he
right.
a destroyer, dude. Yeah, and I ain't being biased. I'm just being real with you. Like, come
Yeah,
on, man.
yeah.
He do that, man, like he did Jose Benavidez, but probably sooner.
Yeah,
Like,
it will be
man,
sooner. For real. What's going on? Showtime in the building. Salute to you, brother.
Man, salute to both of you good brothers. Hot grease summer, Labor Day
That's what it
weekend.
is.
salute,
I just
salute.
I just want to say this, man. Salute to the chat, Big Bunts and Boxing, Andrew Charles, J.A., D-Ray promotes all you good brothers, man. Shout out to WCS. In Josh Taylor's defense, at least he's relinquishing the belts. He ain't holding stuff up, man. At least he's letting his brothers fight for belts. You know,
Yeah.
you know
Have
what
you
I'm
heard
saying?
anything like Balash just mentioned? Have you heard anything Showtime about Top Rank not wanting, to see Cepeda and Regis or something? Because I know Regis is signed with Probellum, but Cepeda, who is Cepeda signed with? Is
I
he a
think he's
Top
with,
Rank
he's
fighter?
with top rank. He's a top rank fighter.
Okay,
Remember,
so
he was on that card October 30th when he stopped Josue Vargas. Man, made him do the stanky leg.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he did. But you know how it is. Sometimes fighters, you can see fighters fight on the card and then they somehow get released or
Yeah,
whatever. But
he's still you know how that goes. But see, Bob is a small businessman. If it goes to purse bid, somebody else could bid on it, and he don't have to fund it. You know,
Hmm.
that's true.
you know how that goes.
That's true.
Hey, yo,
That's
listen, no. Yo, allegedly, we gotta say allegedly because we don't want them to think we know too much. But hey, what do I know? You know,
for
Right,
real.
right.
Allegedly.
allegedly.
Why you think Spence and Crawford can't go to a purse bid then? That's to anybody.
I'm gonna say this.
Man,
I'm gonna say this, man. We seen the report come out from I think All Access Boxing when he said, "Why don't you take it to a site thing with the Saudi Arabia?" And Steven Espinosa didn't want to do it. That's it right there. That's I'm gonna just say that's my personal opinion. They just don't want to do it. I don't know who,
mhm.
but just do your own research. You
Yeah,
know, the writing's on the wall, man. We all know who just doesn't want to do it, man.
yeah, I agree. Cause that to your point, man. Yeah, that would be a good option if they could have the people in Saudi Arabia try to fund it. That fight would get done like easily, you know. But like you just said, if Espinoza, on his behalf doesn't want to do that, yeah, man, somebody clearly doesn't want the fight. There's no narratives for me trying to push here. Somebody clearly don't want the fight. Simple as that, you know.
Yeah, somebody like they've been saying, man. Al Heyman don't want the brothers to fight, really.
Yeah.
I mean, what's different between Crawford and Sean Porter? I mean, Sean Porter had a belt. They had no problem getting that fight. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my bad. Crawford ain't on the same side of the street. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, we gotta say allegedly. We don't want to get jammed up over here, man.
You know, get jammed up. They make the call. Hey, Bob.
You know, allegedly, man.
But the 140 hot though.
Oh
Like you
yeah.
said, the 140 division is hot.
And
Man.
and it's gonna get even hotter because you got guys like Antoine Russell in the mix. You know, he's sitting back like a real apex predator. He's in the brush. He's in the high brush, just looking. He's in the high brush. You know, shout out to cousin Polo, man. He's in the high brush like a real predator. Chops is just salivating. He's just ready to jump on something, man.
And Big Brother Gary, how they handle them long range weapons. They do their own hunting.
Yeah, their own hunting. Yeah,
to gather their own meat and shit. So he in the brush too.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I was. I ain't gonna disclose too much, but I was in a conversation with them, and he said they waiting, man. He's just he's ready, man. He got the bow and arrow and the spears, and they ready. they on deck, man. They on deck.
Yeah.
But it's just good to see, like I said, man. Salute to Josh Taylor, man, not holding up the division and dropping some of the belts, man. You know what I'm saying? Letting some fresh blood get a taste, man. You know?
Well, shit. He didn't want that blood to be his own blood because them sanction fees was making him bleed.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money to put out with all those belts, man.
I know.
Who got the highest sanction fee? Is it WBC?
Yeah, the green belt. Yeah, why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it be the green belt?
Okay.
Maurice Suleiman gonna tax you.
Yeah, Suleiman, man. Him and his governing body, man. I'm just curious to know what his damn sanction fees are.
Man,
yo, what's your whole thoughts on this whole? I don't know if y'all talked about it already, but I'm just tapping in with y'all now. What's your whole thoughts on this whole Tank Davis and Devin Haney Twitter? The Twitter beef thing, man, and all that.
That's crazy. Yeah, my man Scott, he definitely touched on that again. That's his whole. He made his lie. He was talking about that. He already had address whole, but yeah, you go ahead, bro. Shit.
I was trying to hold up for a second.
No, you good.
Yeah,
but no,
I was just speaking on how Gervonta Davis has 3 weight divisions and he's pretty much being piloted by Floyd Mayweather for the business aspect of it. I'm not saying Devin Haney isn't doing the same. I'm just saying Gervonta Davis is on the pay-per-view getting that back end money and trying to continue to increase his Wall Street in boxing
portfolio.
His portfolio and everything. As in Devin Haney, he has a portfolio too in one division, but he isn't rocking pay-per-view like that, like Gervonta. So on my behalf, I'm saying that Gervonta is doing it better because he is on the pay-per-view scale. He is coming back down to Atlanta. He is gonna sell out the arena. He is, man.
Yeah.
I can't say that for Devin Haney though. And Devin can say, okay, you got that little, trinket belt. He can say what he want, but we should blame boxing for that shit.
That's a fact.
Boxing dilute the sport with belts. So don't blame Tank for scooping them up and being a three-way champion when Devin Haney can do the same.
Yeah.
He can move up to 40 and fight somebody.
Exactly. Because he got all the straps.
Yep, he got all the straps, man. He can do what he want.
But yeah, I wanna say this too, right? And this is just me. This is none of the other brothers on the panel. Like what I've been noticing, right? And this is no shot at Team Haney or none of them, right? But it's funny how when it comes to Tank and Devin, right? That narrative, because to be honest with you, Devin Haney is not a big draw, right? He doesn't really sell, right? But Tank is, like I said, he's selling, right? Why, when it comes to Devin and Tank, Tank is ducking. But let's look at Bud and EJ. They love to push that narrative that Bud don't sell. Bud doesn't sell. So EJ's not ducking Bud because Bud doesn't sell. But Devin don't sell either. But yet Tank is ducking. So we got to make this make sense over here now.
Yeah, I think it's just because of the fact, like, him having that one belt and not requesting, because he could request, I think, him having the interim belt and Tank, he could request it be Devin's mandatory. And for some reason, he hasn't done that yet. But then also, I think Devin Haney allegedly claims that he also reached out to Espinoza multiple times, and Espinoza doesn't ever want to talk about possibly making the fight due to the fact, I guess, because obviously Devin Haney's under contract still, but Devin Haney said like, he definitely been trying to reach out, to PBC and shit, like, about, hey man, let's make this fight, because at first, man, Tank he had called out with the email champ. He the one called Devin the email champ, so it was like, once Devin won all the belts, he was like, okay, well, who's the real email champ now? So, that's, yeah. Tank actually was the first to kind of disrespect, say, oh shit, like, you got a fucking belt that's literally, not worth anything. And it's funny, he said that when he has a belt that's technically not really the real WA belt. So when Devin Haney, won his title and won all the belts, it was kind of like, hey, wherever you put out, that you gonna get back. And it's like, hey, nigga, look at me now. I got all these belts. Like, what can you say now? You really got the email belt. I got the real WA belt. So what we talk about here, And plus, he also said he wanted to fight Devin Haney if he went against Kambosos in an interview for the presser for the Rolly Romero and his fight with that he had against Rolly Romero. But ever since, Devin Haney won, he's kind of haven't been really saying much about it. So this is why I think Devin Haney feel like he's ducking himself. This is what he feel like. And obviously, the fans go pick it up, say what they say. But I think these are the reasons why, people are saying this based off just what they do. At least how I see it, I could see it, why they could say that. So.
Hey, and if we choose to approach the square, we definitely have to stand on the corners and own that shit, because he can say all he want about the value of a belt. If boxing allows the belt to be considered a world title, then when you look at the register, Devin Haney's going to be on there for the belt he won at 135, and Javante from 130 all the way up to 140, regardless of what he earned at 35 and 40, he's still going to go down as a divisional champion.
Yeah.
It's not going to change, man. That's what boxing has open for these fighters to go in there and just win all these freaking belts, man.
And not only that, at the end of the day, this is the Hurt business.
Yep.
Business. He is a professional prize fighter, and he is a PPB prize fighter right now. He's on pay-per-view. Listen, man. Listen. I was just at the Mayhem at the Barclays. He was at the Barclays Center. They tore the Barclays Center up Memorial Weekend. Tank was there. He sold it out.
Yep.
He had listen. He had it was so many. Listen, when they talk that boxing talk, Tank had more non-boxing people in the building just off of his celebrity status. They're not actual boxing fans. That's why the mayhem broke out like that, because it was just people in there just for the event.
Mm-hmm.
They was just in there for the event. You would have thought we was in Atlantic City. There was dice games going on in the bathroom, CeeLo tournaments. It was it was mayhem. It was mayhem, man. It wasn't like, I've been to so many shows at the Barclays. It wasn't people in there for the fight. They was just in there because Tank Davis and Mayweather Promotions came to town, and it was an event. That's what Tank brings to the game.
You know it. You know it.
That's what he brings to the game.
456, 456.
That's what he brings to the game, man. You know, and I'm not saying Devin Haney doesn't bring that, but right now, based off the numbers, he doesn't.
Yeah,
That's true, man. You know, Gervonta's still at the, the higher tier when it comes to bringing fans to the damn seats and selling tickets, and having that star power. Star power doesn't just necessarily say, okay, you have more belts than me or whatever. Overall, Gervonta has more divisions, and he's a pay-per-view. I can see if he just had more divisions and he wasn't with Floyd and he wasn't on pay-per-view. He's on pay-per-view, man.
Yeah.
And he has that equalizer. So he's a power hitter on pay-per-view, man. People love him.
He's like what I like to equivalent to. He's not the AA side yet, like how Floyd is, but he's still an A side fighter. Because if you could pull off a pay-per-view with a Rolly Romero, and sell the Barclays Center out, like, Rolly, come on, man. That wasn't a pay-per-view fight. I was bashing the fight. I wasn't feeling it. But I gotta respect him. You gotta give them their flowers. He carried a pay-per-view with a dude that's not even a pay-per-view fighter. That's A-side shit.
A dude that ain't really did shit except being gifted a win against Jackson Martinez. You feel me? Like,
yeah. So he sold the Barclays Center out. I think he broke the attendance record. He broke Deontay Wilder's attendance record. Deontay Wilder had the record up until that point. And I think Tank broke it with the Rolly fight with another non-pay-per-view fighter.
And check this out too, Showtime. Dominique Brazil, we can say he had been in there with more with better competition than comparable to Rolly Romero.
Way more accomplished
opponents.
That's a fact. Way more accomplished opponents.
Yeah.
Damn, oh, that's crazy, man. That just goes to show you where he at right now, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, listen. At the end of the day, when you talk about the hurt business and the business side of boxing, Gervonta is a different type of beast, man. The baby ape, the gorilla, the Glock off safety. He's different, man.
He's different for sure, man. He's definitely different.
And I'm gonna tell you this too, for all y'all that's out there debating if him and Devin fight, they got history coming up in the Mayweather gym. I tell you what, if Devin gets caught one of them shots that he got caught with Linares from Tank Davis, it's night quill.
Yeah.
They better have a goddamn Lawrence Cole ringside to get that command. Stop. Stop. Lawrence say stop the fight. Lawrence say stop the fight. If he says stop the fight.
That was a travesty that night, man. That was sad, man. Listen, I've never seen nothing like that in boxing in my life, man. Yeah, them brothers was banging, man. How do you stop? Listen, how do you stop? It wasn't no reason to stop the action.
I just wonder why Ugas stopped fighting. You know what I'm saying?
You said it, man. He got the orders in the back, man. You know how this game is played, man. He got the orders, man. He got the orders.
Motherfucker had the earpiece in. Ugas, what are you doing? What are you doing knocking his mouthpiece out, Ugas?
He got the orders, man. They gave Manny Salas the signal in the corner, like, yo, I better slow the fuck down.
Yeah, for real.
I better slow the fuck down.
Hey, Balazs, do you think Ugas stopped fighting, man, or you feel that it was just the pressure that Spence put on him to break him down? I think he stopped fighting, dog.
No, I agree. I think it was a combination, a little bit of both, where like he just stopped, and then also like Spence just you know up in his volume and shit. But yeah, man, he definitely did like lay off because in the first 4 rounds he was doing actually what he was supposed to do. Then after that, he just kind of like I don't know, like you said, he got some instructions in the back, like not even being fun, like some because he changed his whole. All you gotta do, look at the first 4 rounds, his demeanor, his body language, and all that. Then say from the fifth on down, you can see it was a totally different fighter. It was like, what the hell? Like, what was
I
he
say two
fighting? Like,
fighters. I say two fighters. Dennis Ugas got the orders, and Danny Garcia came in the ring with the orders already in his trunks.
He was good, man. He was good. He was good, man. Shout out to DSG. Shout out to DSG. But listen, I want to say this too, though, right? Since we on Spence, right? Spence is a wear and tear type of fighter. Why he ain't wear and tear Porter like that, man? You see what Bud did to him, and they want to blame Kenny Porter. You see what Bud did to him.
It is what it is, man. That's all I can tell you. Shit is what it is.
Why he ain't wear Porter out like that, man? They was still listen. He dropped Porter, right? This is listen, man. And this is even a legend. Watch the tape for yourself. He dropped Porter. Porter got up and finished the round stronger than him after being dropped.
Yeah, that's true.
But this is the guy that wears him out. He beats him down. He breaks eye sockets.
Hey, I'm just happy that I was able to speak with y'all guys today, the Friday before the big announcement. I'm just elated. I'm just so overwhelmed right now, man. Like the announcement is coming up soon, dog.
Oh, that's
like,
crazy,
man. I hope, bro.
Nah, it is. Yo, listen, it is. They doing cross promotion. Fox, listen. Fox pay-per-view is gonna announce a Showtime pay-per-view. It's gonna be the first time in history that
allegedly,
a whole nother network is gonna announce the next network's pay-per-view.
Right, allegedly. You gotta say that because they probably change it, man.
Alleged. Yeah. Breaking news.
Right. No, I'm looking forward to it, man. For real. Man, how long we been talking about this fight,
we just outside 48 hours, ain't we? It's Friday. We just outside 48 hours. Damn, this is gonna be something. I mean, unique. I mean, in itself, Fox, Showtime. I mean, the partnership and everything, the translation. Yeah, it's gonna be amazing, dog.
Right, November 19th, man. It's up, man. It's up. Alleged. We gotta say alleged. November 19th. Right. Listen, a lot of y'all ain't gonna be able to have your turkey dinners and all that for Thanksgiving.
Not real talk, man. Yeah.
You ain't never lied, right?
No, he hasn't. It's crazy sad that my family having something too.
You want to invest in this fight? You're gonna be short Thanksgiving.
You ain't gonna have a Thanksgiving big feast. You're not gonna have it.
And we still don't even know it. What the price point's gonna be. I think they should be no less than 90, man. Yeah. Fuck the holidays. We don't really have tradition over here no more anyway. Man, goddamn, put the 90 tag on there.
Ooh, yeah.
You have to make people want to purchase the fight, man, regardless if it's 90 or not. You have to make them want to do it, man. Floyd fought Conor 0-0 and charged 100, dog. Man, please.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna tell you. What really sells the pay-per-view? The undercard. You gotta give the fans a good undercard.
Yeah.
Everybody hates on Don King. But remember back in the day, Don King used to have like guys like Zab Judah. They used to have hitters on the undercard.
Right.
The undercard used to be lit. The undercard used to be lit. Like the undercard used to be some of these main event fights that we getting right now. So we was getting our money's worth. You didn't mind it.
Yeah.
Right.
You didn't mind paying for the pay-per-view. But you like, man, the first 3 fights is crazy.
I know a one fight I'll suggest to be on the undercard is Marvelous Jarvis. I definitely want to see that dude. He has mad potential, dog.
Oh wow, he got a YouTube, man. He a comedian, man. Semi
For real,
he's
I
comedian.
a,
want to
he's a
see him. I
comedian.
want to see his ring walk
Yeah,
doing Michael Jackson beat it. I want to
Nah,
yeah,
see him
bro.
on
he,
the card.
he's not a comedian. He's a chief sparring partner. No way.
No,
Chief,
I swear to
Chief, are you
no,
saying Chief?
What?
Chief.
man. He got video. Like I suggest you type it with you his name, like you just said, Marvin Jarvis on YouTube. You gonna know just what you need to know about him. He funny, man. Like
He
I
funny,
used to
dude. I
watch
ain't
him.
gonna lie. He funny.
Yeah,
Nah, don't say
I
that.
didn't know he was like a person.
No. Stop.
He
Stop.
funny. So,
Just
so
stop.
him being a funny
Hey,
guy, when he
bro.
said Arrow put him out for 2 rounds, I had to
Stop.
take it serious, dog.
Stop, man. Stop. Stop, man. Stop, man.
No,
No. Nah.
He said
That's
Arrow
no,
made him
man. That's
stop
what's
for
up.
2 rounds, man. I say, man,
He's
this is
he's a
serious business.
chief sparring partner, man. Stop it, man. He's a comedian.
Yeah.
He's Eddie Murphy, Dave Chappelle. Come on.
Yeah, no, they buddies too. I don't know. I know you deep their history. They actually friends and shit. They used to spar all the time. This ain't nobody where he like, he been support of Arrow since they've been
Mm-hmm.
in the amateurs and nationals. Because he was
Mm-hmm.
actually the second best in Texas behind him. Yeah,
Okay.
behind Arrow. So yeah, man, he not bad, but I never seen him fought before. So yeah. And he used to give Spence good work. Spence only wanted to spar with him, in his early fights, because, dude was pretty good at one point in time. But
That's
yeah.
what's up, man.
Spence only wanted
That's
to
what's
spar
up.
with him. You said Spence only wanted to spar with him.
Yeah, at one point in time when he was fighting, like, earlier in his career and stuff.
I like
Mhm.
wearing shoes that's comfortable and worn out too.
No,
Oh
man.
man. Oh man. But
Man.
he's the one that told us, though. I remember that video he did in his car when he said EJ was hitting him
Mhm.
so hard. He was like, yo, the power was just back. He was like, it was back.
How many interviews he did on YouTube? He had like damn 15 interviews on
He
here.
had,
Didn't
he
he?
had a good run. He had a good run. He was on Blue Blood. He made a run. He was all over.
Yeah,
He was on
yeah.
Boss Talk TV. He was all over, man. Behind that, man. Yeah, he got a little clout off of that. But then he was a comedian. That's crazy. I didn't know
I
that.
swear. Yeah, like he on YouTube, he doing skits and stuff on you. I'm not joking, bro. Like he does skits
Yeah.
and stuff on YouTube.
Oh man, the joke is on us then, man. God damn, man. I thought this dude was a legit killer, man. Like, 'cause you got guys like that they some gym killers. Like, they're not gonna unleash them because they nice. They beat these top guys up in the gym in small sessions. So they like, the fighters just take care of them. Like, all right, yo, this don't tell them you beat me up. Yo, we're gonna go to the car lot tomorrow. I'm gonna get you this car. I'm gonna do this. Whoop-de-whoop. So I thought he was one of those type of guys, but come to find out he's Eddie Murphy, Dave Chappelle.
Oh my god.
Damn, man. Damn.
Heck yeah.
Good old Marvelous, dog.
But nah,
Good old
man, like
Marvelous.
Yo, listen, it's just comedy, y'all. Don't get mad at me. It's just comedy.
Yeah, and it was comedy when he was in the car telling people that, hey, Spence, his power back. Yeah, man, he put me out for 2 rounds, man. I couldn't, man, stop it, dog.
Yeah.
oh man.
When Terrence running around here really spawning young up and coming killers.
Right?
You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
He's in the belly of the beast. But hey, what do I know?
No, exactly. Yeah. What do we know? But shit, according to everybody, he don't work as hard as Arrow, or he fight nobodies, So yeah, man.
You know what's crazy? They're gonna say we all pro team Bud and all that. No, I'm just pro team Truth, man. Like, you gotta call
No,
a
I feel
spade a
that.
spade. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
agree.
I sat back and watched how they always like just try to tarnish this man. And then from me being around him, around his team,
Oh, okay.
covering them, I'm like, nah, this dude ain't nothing like what they talking about. He's not standoffish.
Yeah.
Like, what are they talking about? Yo, I see him. He don't have an entourage. He's not with dirty dudes. They're like, yo, no, he's not taking no pictures. Stay over there. Stay over there. Stay over there. You can't come over
You're
here.
right about that, man.
You know?
You're right about that.
Stay over there. Clear the hallway. Clear the hallway. Blood's coming through. Clear the hallway. It's none of that, man.
I agree, Big Bunch and Boxing. The YTBC is always doing Bud dirty.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah, man.
It's just a selective group of individuals that are boxing fans who rock with Bud heavy, and then it's more so like the Errol Spence. It's just everywhere. It's like a briar patch, man. Like you're gonna feel the pain going over there because shit. I mean, you got so many different. If you just disagree with one channel, man, your ass get blocked for life when it comes to Errol Spence.
Oh, for real.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But you know what's
yeah.
crazy? How many of those channels has Errol Spence ever popped up on? Other than the IOTBA.
I can name one Bud popped up on recently.
Facts. Facts.
not just one of his stable, not just him, but he was with So Cold.
The whole team.
So Cold.
Facts. It was a little channel. And that's not solid. You know what I'm saying?
Bitty channel.
That's not solid, man. You know?
What you was about to say, Block, you about to say something, make a point or something like.
Oh no. Oh, earlier, no, I was shit. What else was I to say earlier? No, I don't even remember. But nah, I was just saying shit. But no,
I
I'm
want you
looking
getting in
forward.
trouble. I know you have some alliances with other channels now. You know, this is the other side of the tracks, man. I don't want you getting in trouble, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, what? Nah, I don't have no.
No, I'm fucking with you. I
man.
know you'd be over there with Prince and all them cats, man. Shout out to Prince
no,
too.
yeah. No, man, yeah, man. People just respect my opinion. That's all I could say. Shit, that's why I just. But no, I got no alliances, man. I like what the brother said on here, man. I just support the truth. I try to be real. You know, obviously I got Crawford winning, but it ain't off. You know, just because I think Crawford just look more skillful. Just meant demeanor, man. The body language is like, you know, you can look and see the one who's working harder. Like, there's many reasons I can give. You know.
Yeah.
But people are like, oh no, man, you're Terrence Crawford lover, or whatever they want to try to throw off. But it's like, hey, that's you, man. Like, I don't. If that's how you feel, like I can't change that. But yeah.
In a street fight, man, Crawford winning. Period, dog. He's just much more athletic person. He takes his lifestyle more serious than Spence. We know that.
You already broke that down. Yeah, we already know. Yeah, you broke that down perfectly. I know you already remember a couple of days ago. Like, yeah, we already know. Like with Crawford, like the ability how he can wrestle, how he can. Come on, man. That wouldn't even ever come to that street fight. The closest it would come to is how they met before back years ago when they was in that hallway, talking stuff to each other. Like that's the only thing it would come to. It wouldn't be no fight, the physical street fight.
Then
pull Crawford off of him.
And then look at his daughter. His daughter up here. I don't even think she's even touching the ground right here, dog. How?
She's flying.
How,
man?
Oh yeah, I seen this video. Yeah, that's great.
Shout out to baby girl. She was flying.
She ran out of her shoes, and then this is her finishing the race. She's not even touching the ground right there, man.
She's flying. Yeah.
Man, that's man. Come on, bro.
She's good. Yo, Combat. We was in the suites with them, man. They was on the same floor with us, man.
Yeah.
They was up there with us, man.
That's what's up, man.
They was there with us, man. They was all there with us for the Lomachenko Comey fight. They was in town.
And they roll heavy too.
Yeah, they was in town.
Crawfords, man, they roll heavy, dog.
Man, they solid, man. You not solid. Yeah, they solid, man. Shout out to them Omaha boys, man.
Them Omaha, man.
Shout out to them Omaha boys, man. Yeah, I want to say this before I get off, right?
Man, first of all, Showtime, man, how training going with Jahad Tucker, man?
We looking good. We just came in from the gym. That's why I jumped on so late, man. We just closed out another session. He's looking real good. You seen the video I posted with him and Coach Reen doing a little strength and conditioning. We on weight. He's ripped up. taking the Seymours, a lot of watermelon juice.
Okay.
That's
Well,
good.
for some
We
people may not know, including myself, like what does the watermelon juice do?
it's water. You know, watermelon. You know what I'm saying? And instead of if you know, it keeps
Does
you
it hydrate the
hydrated.
body faster than regular water and
Yeah.
all that?
Nah, it just keeps you hydrated, and it's like a nutrient.
Right,
Mm.
Whereas
right,
just water is just water. But with the watermelon
right.
juice, it's a fruit, but it's really water.
I
You know
love
what I'm saying?
watermelon. It
Yeah,
might be
yeah.
because I'm black. I don't know. I
Yeah.
love watermelon.
Nah, it
Nah.
ain't that. It ain't that, man.
Yeah,
It's healthy for you.
listen, we grind all that in with the Seymours. You see, I'm giving out free jewels tonight. It
No,
don't
you
matter.
are.
That's
You
why we're
are.
blessed. That's why we're blessed. We grind all that up with the Seymours. You
Right,
see how
right.
he's looking. You see how he's looking. He's on weight already. You know, and we
Damn.
weeks out. We weeks out. He's strong. He's gonna put on another show, man. God is good. We're blessed. You see, I got on you, Timothy Bradley. Timothy Bradley, you know we were supposed to be on that list, man. I don't know
Yeah,
what your
yeah. Come
problem
on,
is.
Desert Storm,
Oh
man. Come
yeah.
on, Desert
I don't know
Storm.
what your problem is. I know what your problem is, Tim. It's like I told my brother, Coach Music, when we get on your heels, like, yo, man, you can't be mad that Jahal was 17 on the scene and you were still in amateur tournaments, man. This is just God's plan, bro. It's not us, man. You know, you can't be
Yeah.
mad, man.
No,
You
he is
can't be
mad
mad,
young though.
you
Yeah,
know. But
yeah.
we just counting down now. You know, it's just
Hmm.
it's the countdown time now. You know, this is our
Right, right,
ninth one, our ninth fight, and we just ready, man. We ready.
right, right.
That's what's up, man. I love watermelon. I ain't gonna lie, man. I feel so hydrated when I eat
Oh yeah,
watermelon.
watermelon
I
keep you
mean,
good.
God damn, I feel good, dog.
Yeah,
Like,
and the cedar watermelon with the black seeds, with the
yeah,
black
with the
seeds.
Right,
black
right.
seeds. That's what I
You
grew up
know, and I'm
around
gonna
with
tell you something else
and
too.
stuff.
We grind all those seeds in there. We grind all these
Okay.
seeds
Mm.
in it. You know. And another thing, when you get a hold of your woman or your girlfriend or whoever, they're gonna appreciate all that, man. They're gonna say tiger style, tiger style.
Oh my God. Yeah.
You know, for real. You know. But yo, man, I
Yeah.
appreciate you brothers letting me rock with y'all tonight, man. I love y'all, man. You know, I'm gonna see you in a couple weeks, Combat. You know how we do. Yo, we're gonna have a round table out there, man. Cause yo,
Yeah, man.
we're gonna be litty that week, fight week, man.
Yeah,
You know
man.
what
We're
I'm
gonna
saying?
get that work in again, man. This
Yeah.
time
That's yeah.
we
I
got a
think
lot
that's where
more
it
to talk
started at.
about.
That's where the original started at. I gotta hit
Mhm.
June and Al up so they could all come, and it could be like a reunion. Have Champ Five, all of us. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Have it looking real serious up in there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Have it looking real
Right.
Tell
serious.
one to bring the dirty.
You know he gonna bring that all the time, man. He gonna be
Uh-huh.
screaming bomb squad. Yo, Juan be wild. Well, you know Juan going wild out, man. Shout out
Hey,
to
for those of
Juan,
you that
man.
don't know, hey, one is a different dude. He ain't out here in the media,
Well,
but he
nah,
told me, he said, man, I can get Bud Crawford to sign my cap right now, man.
right now,
I said,
that
nah,
was at
bro.
Newark. That was
Nah,
in
bro,
Newark.
he ain't gonna do it, dog. Watch this. Hey, he went over there and Bud signed this shit, man. I was like,
That
God,
was in Newark. That's the hotel we gonna
What
be at. That was in
yep,
Newark.
yep.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
said, man. They can't keep pushing them false narratives out there on Bud, man. Bud is everyday people, bro.
Yeah, man.
No,
For
I
They
real.
gotta
feel you.
stop that shit, man. They gotta stop that shit, man.
Yeah.
Bud is everyday people, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
They need to just kill that narrative on my guy, man. That's why I don't like. That's why I always, when it comes to it, man, like I always got to defend him on that because I see these YouTube goofy channels. You know, it is a lot of these
Not
dudes are
for real.
super. A lot of these dudes are super Bud Crawford fans, but you know when you a super fan, you don't know how to react. You turn into my man from rest in peace to Whitney Houston, the bodyguard. You turn into my man, the dude that was like, he was creeping around and stealing her pictures and all that. That's what these dudes turning into, man. Over Bud, man. You know what I'm
Damn.
saying? Yeah,
Yeah,
for
right.
real,
Some crazy
for
shit.
real, man. Yo, Bud be bringing
Yeah.
that out of them, man. You know what I'm saying? They be loving Bud. And it's all over their storyline. Because they be like, yo, I used to be a Bob Crawford supporter, but then he just dissed us. Nah, man, you just infatuated with my man. And he's a man. Let him live his life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let him live
For
his
real.
life, man. Dude, just be infatuated. Yo, bud, you dissed me. Yo, I was over there. Yeah, they be standing. They be like, yo, bud, I was over there, and I screamed your name, and you really waved to me. Like, chill, my guy. Chill.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yo,
it's
listen,
definitely gonna
man.
be.
Yo, salute to you guys tonight, man. Thank you for having me on. And let me just voice a little bit of my opinion. Like I said, everything is just my opinion, and it's all alleged. You know, it's all alleged, man.
All allergic. You know what I'm saying? We have to put that label out there.
Yeah,
Right, right.
it's
Hey,
all
yo,
alleged.
man. Hey, love you, Showtime, man. Appreciate you pulling up, bro.
Yeah, I love you
You know
too, man. I
what it is.
appreciate y'all. Listen, man.
It's gonna be an
I want to say this.
action-packed week.
I want to say this before I close out, man. Y'all see these still frames that I be posting, and these pictures that my daughters be posting, and all that. Shout out to Uncle World Combat Sports, man. He put me on to
Mm.
the proper equipment to start getting to take these still frames and help me to step my game up. So I want to give him his flowers, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Yeah, but yeah, you
You
got
ran with it though, man.
nah,
You turned
nah.
up over there, dog.
You guys be good. You know, like I always say, Zaga, Yaga,
Oh man.
Ahala.
Shout out to my guy Showtime, man. Big Blunts and Boxing
Yeah.
said, man, WCS, did you watch the debate between Smoke and Knockout? That whole page on Knockout's channel is biased as hell.
Oh
Hey,
yeah.
BBB, Better Business Bureau, for real. That's why I'd never go over there, bro. Shout out to Smoke, dog. Shout out to Smoke. He ain't look, Smoke loves being in the smoke, but he's not gonna win favoritism over there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Especially when disloyal to the game is over there as a judge. He ain't gonna win, dog.
Yeah.
But not no knockout though. Shout out to knockout for doing, the debates. But that shit is, man, his people are straight up biased, man. Not all of them, but it's no need to think that you're gonna win over there. I know I'm not.
Yeah, yeah.
I go over
Yeah,
there and
when it
smoke
comes
the
to
place up, man. I ain't gonna win, dog.
yeah, I feel you. No, yeah, same here. Like when it comes to debate, I don't like to debate, but I know if it's a fair debate, I definitely uh will win it. It wouldn't mind, but man, sometimes you gotta know what battles are worth, you know, taking when not. If that makes sense, because sometimes you could just tell by a person demeanor, like, yeah, this guy is not going to try to understand none of my points, or even
Yeah.
try to like, you gotta literally have it right in front of them, like, hey, this
Mhm.
is, hey, like they're a kid or something, like they don't take none. What you say, consider it, and actually look it up and see, like, okay, they just know, man, you tripping, man. Yeah, so,
That's just I don't see no way that
right, right.
I don't know, man. It shouldn't have
No,
to
I feel
be
you.
10 or 15 debates before the judges start not being, so biased with certain people. I know damn well WCS go over there and debate anybody. It's gonna be
Mm,
extreme bias, man, because they have these clicks, whatever. I mean, nah, I ain't wasting
exactly.
my time, bro.
No, I
And it
feel
ain't
you.
gonna be for free either.
Right, right.
513 on deck. What's good with it? Um, I only wish that Bud would sign the contract and fight another fighter, not a songwriter. He didn't fight a songwriter. He didn't fight a songwriter. So, that's not true. He didn't fight a songwriter. And if he's not signed with a promotion, how's it his fault? What do you want him to sign? You want him to sign numbers that's below what he's worth? Would you do that in your everyday job? If you had a family
Yeah,
to support somebody, would you sign a lower wage just because somebody wants you to? No, you wouldn't. You would sign on what you worth.
man, the people so
Man,
crazy.
man, come on, bro. Man, y'all.
Sign the contract. Like, now I ain't cut you off, but bro, only he knew. The contract, how we hearing it, it's already been good, man. Like, so why people saying that narrative sign a contract? Like,
Yeah, the sign. We passed all that sign the
yeah,
contract
exactly. It's
deal.
been past that, so yeah, it
Yeah,
ain't.
been past that.
Yeah,
This is on a
nothing to do with
much
that.
larger scale when it comes to negotiation, man.
Yeah, and I just want to say, man, to add, man, I appreciate people like you talent business and others who used to do it, like Goodfella, maybe who used to. But I just appreciate people like you, man, who actually, do the actual footwork and talk to these fighters and actually know what's going on somewhat in the business of boxing. You ain't just talking it and or even just, online and shit. Like you out there putting, you interviewing these fighters. You know what I'm saying? So if anybody who has room to talk and know what's going on would be someone like you other than the fighters, you know what I mean? So I have to respect people like you, for
Thank
real.
you, man.
So
I appreciate the respect. Real
no,
talk, man.
no, seriously,
You
yeah,
know,
man.
much
That's why
respect
like
to you for that.
yeah, cause I didn't when I first had heard of you or when you came on Prince's channel, I ain't even think, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never heard of your channel, but still I'm like, man, once I started to get to know you, I didn't know, the work you put in and how you were actually be out here going to fights and that's good, man. Like I say, like you would know what's going on. You hear, rumors and stuff just like better than anybody. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, man. You learn a
yeah,
lot by
exactly.
basically being
Going
on the
out.
road. You got to come out your own
Exactly.
pocket, man.
Exactly.
You got to
And
put
support.
in the work and establish a relationship, just a
You have to.
little one, you know.
Exactly. Yeah,
And
yeah.
then
So,
you know how you find out a lot of information. You find out their teams. The teams are not just
exactly.
training professional fighters; they got amateurs out there too. So you run into the teams and say, "Oh man, y'all down here, okay?" And then they'll tell you what's going on in the camp a little bit.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's how
Yeah,
you learn a
man.
lot. They'll tell you what's popping.
Exactly. You know. So yeah, man. Like people shouldn't have to question your sources or your, anything when it comes to, your wherever it comes in your knowledge, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Not saying you know everything, but still, like you actually putting in the work. You're not just online like say these other dudes on YouTube. Think they know
Yeah, I
everything.
appreciate it, man. It's not even too many people go through that whole deal like it's impossible, to compliment somebody and say, "Okay, I see the work that you have out here. You've interviewed a lot of
Nice.
fighters." And that's
Right,
because,
right.
me getting on the road driving up to Nashville, Tennessee to see Caleb Plant, you know, going all over the place, man, going to
That's
these
crazy.
fights.
Yeah, that's
You know what I'm
crazy.
saying? Some of these
Right,
cats,
right,
if the fighter on the main event, if the fighter ain't black, shit, they ain't going over there to see anything. You know what I'm saying?
right,
But
right.
I've been to all everywhere. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's
So
dope, bro. That's dope, man. Like
that shit
shit,
with
well,
Ernie
especially.
Shavers, man,
Uh
you
huh.
have no idea the way I felt when I took that picture. I finally ran into somebody back then. Like I couldn't get Ali, you know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about, damn, Ernie Shavers, he's here. Man, I'll say no doubt. I have to get a picture. Like I got a picture with a lot of the legends this era that I grew up watching, but Ernie Shavers, man, shit.
Right.
It
Yeah.
would have been good to get Ali,
No,
Muhammad
for
Ali,
real.
man. But
Yeah.
Joe Frazier, I know George Foreman's still out there, but that's wild, bro. I
Right,
mean,
right.
this YouTube stuff, they only appreciate what they choose to. If we're talking about boxing shit, then you have no other reason, no other purpose but to look on it and see who I talk to and take it for what it's worth, and along with the
Hmm.
photography. But man, I do it for the supporters and myself, man.
Gotcha.
That shit's hard than a motherfucker too.
No, yeah, I bet, man. Yeah, man. Cause like I say, shit, like this is how, like I said, I keep referencing this guy. Like I know one term named Goodfella, man. Like he, a lot of his stuff he be talking about is because he used to, do interviews with fighters, and also he kind of still have connections, so he hear things just like you heard things, an alleged possible announcement that, and stuff like that about a fight that we all want to see, you know. So like, that's always good. I like people like that, such as him and yourself, anybody who really have information, ain't just talking out of the, just talking just to talk. You know what I mean? So yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, it has its flows, man. It has its ups and its down, but I
How
just
do you
look
have
at
that?
what's
Yeah.
accessible, what I'm able to get a hold to. That's all you can do. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Big Blunts and Boxers say you told Smoke that shit was gonna happen though. I did, man. But one thing about Smoke, he is about the smoke. He would jump right back in that and debate again, knowing they ain't gonna give him the nod. You know what I'm saying? You know, I seen him in debates in the AM, dog, going with like 5-6 people, dog. That's what Smoke does, man. Shout out to Smoke Dog, man. That's what he does. But I'm about to roll up out of here, man. It's been like 2.5.
I got you, man. No, I
Hey man,
appreciate you,
appreciate you.
man.
Hey, appreciate you stopping through though, man. Real talk. And
Oh, anytime.
definitely let your supporters know where they can follow you at and everything, man.
All right, guys, you got shoot. I could at least say I got a YouTube channel, man. I'll just put it in the comments. It's called Fighting in Politics.
Okay.
So I think it's with an S, extra S. Yeah, Fighting in Politics. So
So how
yeah,
many
man.
vids you did so far? Like I know the last time I was on Prince's channel with you, I know you saying you was about to create it, right? You about to get it jumping.
Yeah, I got it jumping. So I'm I only got one video so far, but I'm about to make another one because there's a whole series I'm gonna do when it comes to the lineal the whole thing about lineal, the man
Mm-hmm.
that beat the man, and how that
Yeah.
kind of started and how it got to the they used to call it the alphabet soup with the section device, how that came about,
Okay.
all that. So yeah, man, I'm gonna be making a whole series on that, make videos on that. I just haven't made my other video yet because I'm like I really want to make it to where I actually because like I just did it off like as you could tell off the black screen, but I guess I just have to roll with it for now, put it out as long as I'm putting something out there. But I want to
What
kind
you
of present
mean
the
do it
video
with the
with.
black screen? What you mean?
Well, shoot, I just simply I did that my first video. I don't know if you've seen it. That's off my phone and stuff.
Why you
So
do it with the black screen though? You don't have you can put your logo up there and just stop the cam and it'll put your
see,
logo
I
up there
can't
while you're talking.
see. I ain't even got a. You talking about the thumbnail and all that, right?
No, the logo that you have right here, whatever that you have right here that you're talking, if you want to use that so people can identify as you when you're doing a live stream, all you have to do is just stop it, right? And it would show your logo like it is now.
Well, see, is that only on StreamYard you can do that on, or just in general? You're saying that?
Like where do you usually go live from?
Oh no, see, I ain't like I said, I ain't. I
Oh,
just
you just
like I
doing
said,
videos on YouTube. You
yeah, I
just
just put yeah,
recording videos.
I just recorded a video. That video, I think you seen it about the linear. I think I sent it to your
Yeah.
Instagram
Hmm.
under yeah, that's all I did. I just put it out there. I didn't even
Okay.
get to that part. Yeah, eventually I'm gonna get into StreamYard and start doing that. Like probably putting my logo and all that. But I was just like, I'm gonna work with just because all I'm doing is just referencing when I'm reading on the article or just giving people insight on the lineal stuff. So I just was thinking like ways I could probably put it out there better. But honestly, shit, it don't even matter.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah. Yep. Yep.
All right, cool, bro. Hey, thanks for pulling up once again, man. We shall, chop it up again, especially, when it come down to you know, this Errol Spence and Crawford while we
Oh no,
wait,
for sure.
you know.
Yeah. Yep. No, man. Yeah. Anytime. But like I said, man, I definitely respect your work and what you do. And like I say, man, there need to be more people like you as far as when it comes to the boxing and people who actually got credentials to talk about fights and you know with fighters stuff like that. So yeah, man, I'm just giving credit where it's deserved and to the people who deserve it. So yeah,
No doubt, man. Thank you.
definitely.
I'm like,
Yeah.
they that's not something that's considered the normality on YTC. You have to be a part of a group, and then you have to support those people, regardless if they're dead ass wrong or biased. You have to continue to push the narrative that they pushing. Or else, like it always goes down, man. You will be casted out just like them. That's why I don't do no
Right.
groups. I don't do none of that shit.
Right.
Never
No,
will.
I feel that. Hmm.
All right, for
All
sure, man.
right,
Hold it
man.
down, bro.
Yeah, man. Yep. You stay up, man. Stay safe,
All right,
man.
stay up, man, for sure. Appreciate you.
Yep.
Salute.
Yep. Peace.
Hey, appreciate to the ones who pulled up, man. Shout out to Balaj dropping in on deck, man, with WCS. Shout out to my guy Showtime, Shaw News, man, is on deck. Everybody, Big Blunts and Boxing, pulled up. Andrew Charles, J Ocho, you know what I'm saying? D-Ray Promotions, you know what I'm saying? Salute to all them guys who pulled up. Pop a lot. Salute to you. Tony Boswell. All you cats that support the channel on a regular, you know what it is, man. Hey, till next time, man, y'all stay tuned. Continue to support the channel. And, do me that favor. All I say is hit the thumbs up. You know what I'm saying? On your way out. That's all. That's easy. Just hit the thumbs up, on your way out. That's all you need to do. And on Trey Songz, stay your ass away from Terrence Crawford, because you want to be able to go to those little concerts that they paying you for and be able to sing, man. You can't do that without a trachea, for real. You're gonna end up getting your trachea snatched out, dog. For sure, man. Y'all trying to